Thank you so much, Mr. Game and Shout. Give it up for him, y'all. Mr. Game and Shout, so great. My name is Brutal Mello. I'm so stoked to be here with you all today. You're watching Disaster Relief Done Quick. I'm joined by the one and only King J, who's going to be running the ever so extremely hype Astro Bot. King J, how are you, friend?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you for being here. You know, this is obviously a really important event. We're trying to have donations to round up and send to Direct Relief to help out with, recovery and support efforts for Hurricane Helene. So you sharing your talents with us, so endlessly appreciated. My first question for you, a lot of people are showing a lot of love for Astro Bot right now. So I just want to know, King J, what is your favorite thing about Astro Bot?
Yeah, for sure. I've been really appreciating seeing all the hype for the run that's coming up, both from chat and people on Twitter and stuff like that. So thank you. Personally, my favorite thing about Astrobot, if you don't know, this game is all about the PlayStation history. There's, I think, a total of 170 references to different games and characters from PlayStation past, and even some indie games and stuff like that. So that would easily be my favorite thing about it, is just, having that moment in your first playthrough being like, oh my God, I can't believe they included him. How did they reach out and get permission to put this character in this game? And I feel like if you watch the run, you might see some characters that you recognize as well.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's something for everybody, right? Like, even if you're not somebody who is super into Sony, you're going to recognize some of the characters if you stick around for it's about 2 hours and what do you think, 10-ish minutes right now?
Yeah, around 2 hours to 2:50. My PB's at 2:14, so probably around that area, yeah.
Nice. Very nice. All right, so obviously, I mean, this game is what? Is it over a month old at this point? It's around there, right?
Yeah, just over a month. Yeah.
How was the routing developed? I want you to kind of, if you know the story, how did you get to what you're doing, what you're going to show for us tonight?
Yeah, for sure. The routing was really interesting. I'm not very good at routing, so I let other people handle that. But it was really interesting to see. So the way that this run works, in order for us to beat the game, there's 300 total bots in the game, and we need to collect 200 to beat the game. So we get to cut out 100, and it basically, only collecting the ones in our main path, but we do have to deviate a little bit. So it comes into which ones are faster. That changed a lot. Swapping out bots for other ones. And then most recently, the biggest discovery that changed up a lot of routes, the main difference between top level runs and not top level runs is a skip that was found that skips an entire level and saves 3 minutes. So we had to go back to the drawing board and add in new bots to replace that level. So it's been really cool to see, and I'm excited to show off what we've come up with over the past month.
I want to know, as someone with a wealth of experience in 3D platforming, because you run just so many games, platforming in general, but I think 3D platforming kind of has a grip on you, for my opinion.
Just a bit.
What makes Astro Bot stand out compared to some other 3D platformers that you've run?
I was going to say, don't look at Mario in the background there.
Oh.
Okay? I mean, Astro just has amazing movement, just the flow of it. If you've played the game, this game just controls so well. There's a reason it has a 94 on Metacritic, and it's it's one of the best 3D platforms. It earns that. But just the level design is really well done. Every level is extremely memorable, and also just how it feels to control. It also, obviously this won't be shown in the run, but the way that it uses the DualSense is really cool, with the HD. What's the word I'm looking for? The vibrating of the controller, and also the haptics. Yeah.
I know what you're talking about, but it's slipping my mind too. Somebody in the chat knows, I'm sure. Certainly. Well, okay, that kind of leads me into my next question then. So again, thinking back through earlier, I called it your speedrunning pantheon of 3D platformers. Which game would you say best prepared you for Astro Bot? Because you're a top performer, and obviously I'm sure they all played a part, but maybe something stands out.
Yeah, I mean, I hate saying it because I don't like comparing the two, but you can't say you can't go without saying that it draws a lot of inspiration from the 3D Marios, like in terms of how it's structured and stuff like that. And I think that's really where it stands out. Like, is it kind of follows that sort of structure in terms of platforming. Obviously, it's a lot different from Mario, but because I've ran literally every 3D Mario game, it really did help me when it came over to running a PlayStation game for the first time. But in specific, I think probably either Mario 3D World is what I would say it most feels the most akin to, but also Mario Galaxy 2, because the incentive that I have for this run, for those who don't know, there's an incentive. It's to show off the final extremely hard, challenging level that some people spent over an hour on their first time. So if you get your donations in time by the end of the run, I'll be showing off that level. And it kind of reminds me a lot of like Galaxy 2's the perfect run at the end of that. So yeah.
All right, I have just 2 more quick questions for you. I want to squeeze them in real fast. So there has been news that there's going to be a dedicated speedrun mode coming out in a course of free DLC for Astro Bot. Is that something that you're looking forward to? I think I like the idea of like being able to see your friends' times like within the system and share stuff that way. But what do you think?
I'm really looking forward to it. Like, I love all the challenge levels they have in the game, like the short burst challenge levels. But I can't lie and say that I'm not a little worried, because there are some glitches in this run, and I hope that doesn't patch them. So that's my only concern. But I'm looking forward to the free updates that we're getting. And I'm so glad it's free DLC. Shout out to Team Asobi. They're incredible for that. So yeah, I'm very much looking forward to it.
And my last question for you, I see you mentioned Mario hanging out behind you. Do you have any Astro Bot merch? Like, is there anything to represent tonight?
I mean, I wish I had more, but I mean, I guess I can bring up that I did get the limited edition controller. So like, this is actually the ship that we're going to be flying on in the game. Look at that.
Well, thank you, King J. Everyone, please get excited. Astro Bot is coming up tonight. But first, we have Luigi's Mansion coming up right after this. Get your donations in. Make sure that you are helping to support disaster relief done quick. Thank you so much, and have a good night.
And you know what we're all excited for? We are excited to see this Astro Bot run, which is ready. So we're going to be seeing Astro Bot any % with KingJO444. King J? Let's see it.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. What is going on? My name is KingJO444. I'm very, very excited today to be showing off Astro Bot any %. This game just came out like just over a month ago, and it has taken the world by storm. It has like perfect reviews. It's like a 94 on Metacritic, and it deserves it. This is one of my favorite 3D platformers I've ever played. It has a lot of PlayStation nostalgia and references and stuff like that. So I've been running this game since it came out, and I'm excited to show you all what we've come up with for within the past month with me, because this game has a lot of hard inputs and like fast-paced movement. I obviously can't do all this alone, so would my commentators like to introduce themselves?
Yes, hello. I'm B-Dudge5. I'm a PlayStation speedrunner of a lot of the modern PlayStation games that have come out last few years. Ratchet, Horizon, Spider-Man. But yeah, Astro Bot, it's been really great. We've all been spending so much time in it this past month. Me and Cryo specifically have been talking a lot over the last month to try to get the route as optimized as possible. And yeah, speaking of Cryo, you may introduce yourself.
Yeah, my name is CryoWolf05, and this is my first speedrunning game, actually. So I've been having a lot of fun. The community has been very accepting and welcoming for me. And it's been a great time working with everybody in the community, B-Dud, and putting this route together. So I'm excited to let King show it off for you guys.
All right, my name is Neil Legend. I'm also a commentator for tonight's showing of Astro Bot. I'm a PlayStation speedrunner as well and got really excited to check this game out. seeing all the VIP sort of showcases and PlayStation mascots that we'll hopefully get a good handful of tonight.
Yeah, for sure. And like we said, there's a lot of references in this game and stuff like that. So chat, we want to get that incentive met for this game. We also want to raise more money for direct release. So I got a challenge for you. I want to see a $5 donation train throughout this run, and tell us in that donation what is your favorite bot in this game or reference that this game has. So let's start those donations off. We need, how much more do we need for that incentive? If I can get an update.
I think we're at $900 or $855 right now.
I was asking the host.
Oh,
Thank
that's
you,
okay.
Peanut.
No, with the donation train, you are doing my job for me just fine. We need $1,645 left to meet that incentive.
Chat, we can do that. Also, something else I'm going to mention, me and Vita are doing $5 per death. That is a guaranteed $25 each because we do 5 intentional deaths, and any other ones because, you know, it's a marathon run. You know, if we die, it's a good thing. So, yeah, with that, I think we're good to go. Again, if you haven't played this game and you don't want to spoil yourself, I get it. But without further ado, let's go ahead and start off in 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Thank you. All right, so Astro Bot, we just got destroyed by a monster. Do we want to talk about the lore really quick?
Yeah. So basically, this is kind of continuing off of Playroom a little bit, where we have our PS5 spaceship with all of our components in it, but Space Bully Nebulax has come and has ruined our day. He has crashed our ship. He has sent all of our bots across all different nebulas and took our PS5 components like the GPU, CPU, and all that. So we got our little mini spaceship here, the PS5 controller, and we're gonna go try to rescue all of our bots, or at least a good amount of them. 200 will do for the 80% speedrun here. But yeah, we've got a long road ahead of us to rescue everyone and come get those components back.
Yeah, there's 200 bots that we're going to be collecting out of the 300 total. Technically 301 in the main game. So we will be picking and choosing what we get, and you know, there's some very interesting rounding that goes into it. We'll get to that later. Yeah. Here's our first one. Wow, 1 down.
1 out of 200 to go.
Now, if someone's crazy, you could donate like $1 per bot. I'm just saying. I mean, if you got the money and you really want to, like, I'm not going to complain. I don't think Direct Relief would complain either. I'm just saying.
Well,
right,
someone has already donated for their favorite bot.
Oh, really?
Oh,
I'd like
let's
to
go.
hear it.
$50 anonymous just says, I love the little bot.
That's a good, yeah. Also, right there was our
fantastic.
first, right there was our first skip. You saw us jump around that mountain there. We skipped a puzzle piece like that, and the reason why is because every time we grab a puzzle piece, when we go back to the crash site, which is the main hub in this game, that loses about 3 to 4 seconds because you have to watch the puzzle piece unlock. So we made it. That was the last puzzle piece we had to find a way to skip, so that we could claim 0 in the run. So very nice. I'm glad I got that first try.
Right, just before we actually ended just passing over this, we did pick up Ratchet and Rivet here. You know, we were mentioning the sort of VIP sort of nostalgia here, kind of that play with Astrobot's idea of having these sort of PlayStation mascots we get to rescue throughout the run.
As a ripped apart runner, I gotta say it's really nice having those be the first 2 special bots in the run.
And we will point out some like the references as they come up, at least the ones that we know. There are some really like back at the bottom of the barrel references they do, and that's what I really love. Like they have some like ones from Japan exclusive games and stuff like that. And you know, there's some popular ones as well. We'll get to those in the next level.
Also, we should briefly mention that we did get a power-up here, the balloon power-up. This game has a lot of them, but we only got to see the balloon power-up briefly here. But what makes Astro Bot so unique as a speedrunning game is the fact that it has so many unique power-ups and so much different tech that you have to utilize with all those power-ups. that the game doesn't repeat very often. So you'll often see new things or very specific things that are tied to only individual levels. So
yeah, so we have our next level here, Aztec Trail, Trail, right? It's either Trail or Trial. Yeah, Trail. And we have our first instance of RNG. Yay! Oh, good RNG.
We love the RNG.
So these hieroglyphs here, there's only a specific amount on each set of them that it can be, but it is random which one it's going to be, which means you can lose around 2 to 3 seconds depending on if you get good or bad RNG. We'll see that later. So here's our
first level that
first
introduces
one.
it has a little bit of predetermined RNG, but
Good RNG
later
there.
on it becomes a lot more variance to those push blocks.
So
Looks
right
like
here we
we've
have,
picked up the frog gloves here.
Yeah.
Right, we got some punching gloves. Just essentially frog
God,
heads.
come
But
on.
becoming very
Very close.
useful.
Close.
I didn't have running speed there.
Yeah,
kinda annoying.
that's
okay.
always really annoying. But yeah, continue, Neil, if you want to.
Yeah, I just wanted to point out, you saw the little spinning attack there. It's actually one of the cooler things you can do with this little power-up. It just extends your sort of reach with the typical spin attack, right? And it's actually something we're going to be seeing here soon, I believe, and picking up the next bot after we had just picked up Crash here.
Yeah, no, that bot
kind of
is from a
exciting.
very obscure indie game. I think it's called Cars Bandicoot. I don't know. Not many people know about that one actually.
Smash
so.
Bandy.
Snash Bandicoot.
The name that they
Smash
used in
Bandicoot?
the Last of Us 2.
True.
Yeah.
Alright, so right here we're going to go to our first secret exit. Do you guys want to explain why we're using the secret exits? Like, why are we getting...
Yeah, so...
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, you can take it away, Cryo.
Yeah, so you'll notice, like, after he finished the first level with the routing, it opened up 2 planet options. So to unlock the planets, you do have to exit a level through one of the intended exits, whether it's the normal exit or, as King is going now, through one of the Lost Warp exits. So that has been something we've had to make decisions on, which ones we do and which levels. So this Lost exit takes us to our first Lost level called Fan Club. And the reason we go here is because you'll notice when he gets in here, Fan Club is an insanely fast level to pick up 5 very quick bots.
Yeah, and the other thing too is, like we said, like, getting a secret exit still counts as getting an exit, and that's good enough for the game to let us move on to our next set of levels.
Yeah, definitely very important in terms of routing. You can imagine. Lets us skip out on some long bots. There are a lot of bots where we have routed it so that, like, honestly, we could trade in other things versus like doing this level versus another level, and it would still, like, the overall time difference wouldn't be more than like 5 or 10 seconds in a lot of places. But yeah, you'd be surprised how much that adds up over a 2.5-hour run.
And something else that we should mention, I think now's a good time to talk about this. I mentioned earlier when I had that death that the fact that, like, I said, oh, I didn't have run speed. This game has carried over what happened in the Astro's Playroom speedrun, which is all about conserving your speed. Astro has walking speed and running speed, and obviously running speed is faster. And might go up, thank you. So you want to keep running speed as much as you can. Can I hit this guy?
Yeah, there's
Can I hit this guy? Can I hit this guy? Okay, thank you. Thank you. I don't know why, I was just chasing around. We were playing Ring Around the Rosie there.
There's a lot of specific jumps and strats that are really precise, that require you to have that sprint speed. So on average, it takes about like 4 seconds to build up that speed from nothing. And it'll be why you see King a lot of times just running in circles like a maniac sometimes, is just because he's trying to keep that speed up. But yeah, it's something that's, like King said, it was from Playroom, but it has been improved upon a little bit from Playroom. I think it's a little bit faster, and it activates a little bit sooner than it did in that game. So it's more noticeable.
That, like, Yeah, and that speed you get from, like, that speed up you get from run speed is very important. At the end of Fan Club, I actually lost run speed, and it made it so that, like, I couldn't hit a cycle that I wanted to hit.
Yeah.
So it's very important, and you know, keeping up with what I'm used to and stuff like that, and making things consistently fast. Right before this level, we actually went to Crash Site and then warped back to the title menu. And you may have wondered why we did that at the beginning of the run. That's how we skipped some cutscenes in this run. And we also did it there. Shoutouts to Addie, that's Addie Skip. She found that we can skip a cutscene later on by going to Crash Site and then main title warping.
We're proud of Addie for that one.
Did you? Yeah, did you say, you said Addie, right? I have a donation from Addie.
Oh, Addie, let's go.
Yeah, $30. Addie says, hello, King. It's Addie, creator of the well-known and famous Addie Skip in Astro Bot. This donation goes out to my friend from Tampa and to Asheville, North Carolina. Glad to see how our community's grown since 2020 with a new game release, and I'm glad to see this benefit those I personally know. I am Astro Bot.
Addie
Thanks so
calling
much.
me out for like hyping myself up, but come on now, you have a whole skip named after you. All right, so right there was a really cool skip where I climbed up on an invisible ledge to get enough height to get up to that bot. And we also have another cool skip here. This one's a little tight. You need run speed for this one, so let's hope I get it. This is called Ice Skip.
Yeah, this one relies a little bit more on when you're using hover up slopes that you can gain a little bit more momentum. Very nice. But yeah, normally if you just jump up there, you won't get enough height, but using a slope and hovering against it gives you a little bit more angular momentum to get more height. Very nice. And now we're going to the best level in the game with the most banger music.
Yeah, everybody, I want to see your best.
That's pretty banger bots too.
I want to hear your best dance emotes in chat. Everybody, I need some cat jams. I need whatever you want to do for jams. I just need the jams because if you listen to this song, it is a certified banger.
We've got a lot of people saying their favorite bot as well. You want to hear some of those?
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah. $5 anonymous donation saying Joker is best VIP bot. $50 anonymous saying Lammy is the best bot.
Oh, they're in luck.
Yeah. And $5 from Moxie, who says, good luck, Joey and friends. I know you'll all kill it with this run and commentary. So cool to see how many people have come together to make this run what it is already. Also, my favorite bot is the Klonoa bot. Wahoo!
Oh, I think Neil agrees with that one.
Oh, that's exciting. Yes, I'm a Klonoa speedrunner, so that makes me really happy.
All right, but question, by the way, guys.
Yes.
What did you say your name was again?
Astro.
You'll understand why I asked that when we get later into this song.
The music in this game has been, oh my god, it's been so good in general. Like, you know, like we've already been like saying that this music's a banger and stuff, but the fact that they just like include the little like musical vocals in the backgrounds of the bot vocals, like I am Astro Bot, who's that, what's your name again? All that is just so good for a platform like this.
And fun fact, this music's actually from Rescue Mission, which I didn't know about until Andy told me. So, thank you, Andy. Oh,
Yeah, it's not very common where you have video game OSTs that just have actual lyrics in them. And given this sort of approach that Astrobot takes by making the voices robotic, it's just really thematic in a way.
It really is.
But yeah, you want to read off some more donations from people saying their favorite bots? I would love to hear them.
Well, I do have one who also called for your favorite reference in the game. And I have $5 from Natter IKH, who says, honestly, my favorite reference is the Jack and Dexter reference, a game I loved from my childhood. Forget your Crash Bandicoots and Spyros. It's time for Orange Lightning to take over.
Honestly, though, I really love Jack and Daxter. It's such a great series, and I was so ecstatic when it was. It's sadly not in this run, but a very, very great reference, and it just shows that Naughty Dog still cares about that series.
Yeah, it would have been.
The other one that I really like is that's not in this run is the Four Eyes one.
Yeah, that was the most
I said that in
unexpected
my-
one for me personally.
Yeah, I said that in my interview earlier today. Okay, that was weird. Honestly, Astro, you're being a little weird. I know you're nervous that the people are watching, but look, we gotta go fast, man. You gotta get your running speed. We gotta show off all the cool strats today. Come on. But yeah, that was construction.
To me that so many of us that were speedrunning the game at the beginning didn't even know the running speed was a mechanic to the game.
I remember.
Now this game has devolved into run in circles.
I remember specifically Pico, he's one of our main glitch hunters and just IL runners. He's been doing amazing stuff for the game, but he specifically he didn't realize that sprint speed was like a thing until 2 weeks after, and he like found so many things, and then just one day he's just like, oh wait, is there a momentum system with this game? And we were just like, yeah.
Also, we've been shouting out people from the community.
It took me a while to get used to the momentum.
Yeah, we've been shouting out people from the community. We'll shout them out as they donate as well, because there's definitely going to be people from the community donating. I gotta give a huge shout out to Moxie. I knew Moxie before Astro. We both speedrun Splatoon, and Moxie just came to this game and did a bunch of practice, like put in so much time practicing, did 1 day of runs, got world record, took like a 2-week hiatus, and then came back and got another world record. So Moxie's just a very incredible runner and a very good person in general. So shout out to Moxie.
Yeah, they're on a whole nother level. Very impressive stuff.
Moxie's very, very consistent and just really good when it comes to practice mindset. So right here is oh my god, I can't believe they referenced him. This is Mighty Chewy. We're supposed to wait for him to shoot it with the dash dog here.
Yeah, we're speedrunners. Why would we wait between building tops? No.
Waiting? No. No waiting.
Waiting is the worst.
Shoutouts to Dash Dog, one of the most fun power-ups in the game as well.
Yeah, there's actually a lot of interesting little tech with it. Like, well, probably won't list it all right now, but like, for example, there's one little, you can like pull a ribbon with it with the jet powered with it, and it goes faster that way. Yeah, it's very similar to the Chicken Jetpack 2, except this is just horizontal speed instead of vertical.
Yeah.
The bosses here, so every boss is kind of the same for the most part in terms of like you kind of just have to wait for its attacks to go through, and then you know, once it has its opportunity of attack that you can deal to it, that's when we try to instantly attack it, but there's no way to really speed it up or anything. However, there is, with the later bosses, ways to skip some of the attack animations that they have. So you'll see us die on purpose on some of the later bosses, because dying during attack can sometimes just completely halt it from being completed altogether, and he doesn't like re-attack it.
Yeah. It's worthy to mention it's a kind of risk-reward sort of situation, because it does cost some health to speed those sections up.
Yeah, there's 2 bosses later on that we're actually going to be dying twice on, and you only have 3 hits, so that means you cannot take a single hit, or else you sometimes lose up to 3 minutes, which is really not good.
You gonna go for the quick banana?
Nice, I got that.
Nice.
Good.
Nice.
Okay, so right there, I hit the banana as it was flying up on the edge, and that saves time of waiting for it to spawn in. So that saves about like 1 to 2 seconds.
Yeah,
Is that a banana skip?
It is banana skip. I like that. Also,
I have a donation about that.
Oh, go for it. Yes.
Let's go.
Yeah,
I think I know who
$100 from Space Bully Nebula.
Oh, never mind.
no.
Wait, what are you doing?
no.
He's the bad guy.
Says hello again, King J.
Not again.
I'm Space Bully Nebulax, and I just patched the banana skip.
What?
Enjoy the
How
run.
dare he?
Shout out to Space Bully Nebulax, who, when I got my most recent PB, donated $70. So thank you. Thank you for donating for such a good cause. So right now we're playing Ape Escape. GDQ, thank you for accepting 6 games into this event in the span of 1 run. Because at the end of each world, we're going to be playing a level that is based off of an established PlayStation franchise, starting off with Ape Escape, and it's obviously like such a big surprise when you get to this casually, so I hope people who haven't played this game aren't turn back now if you don't want the spoilers. I'm just saying, okay? We're gonna play the whole game.
The monkey
It's really
lore is
great.
at stake.
It's really great that they started off with Ape Escape as the first game too, because not a lot of people realize that Team Asobi used to work on the original Ape Escape.
Yeah, there's I think 4 people who worked on this game were original Ape Escape developers, so that was really cool to find that out.
Yeah, back when they were kind of part of Japan Studio 20 or so years ago. But yeah, so Jay right here, he's kind of going through a clockwise motion to get all the bots. So he's not going from like one side to the other. He's trying to utilize the idea of getting one bot from another in a round formation. And then once he gets all the bots here, he has to go up. The bots here are all super quick, so we obviously want to get them.
None of them I hate this one. This guy sucks.
Yeah, this one's a little annoying.
Okay, come here. There we go.
But
thank you.
typically, with how we've routed things now, it's usually roughly around 25 to 30 seconds is the limit of what's usually worth going for a bot or not. So if it takes less than 25 to 30 seconds, it's usually works well to go for that bot in the route. Which again, we have to get 200 out of 300 bots. We have to get the majority of them. So there's a fair bit that you have to forcefully go for. For the most part, if we play a level, we want to try to get all of them. We want to try and get all of them unless there's that sort of, that sort of extra 30-second, 40-second extra time needed to go for that specific one. Some of the sub-area ones are like that, where it's like that, but yeah.
Right there, you just
Proximity is just another one of those aspects that is also to consider.
Yeah, right there you just saw a quick ending to that level where I just basically captured Spectre before he could even move, just by spamming my my net. So that was really cool.
Just a quick shout out to that level. It's just a testament to the attention to detail that Asobi's put into this game. The Ape Escape level is fantastic, and they even added the touches of the camera rotation when you catch it. So anybody that has grown up playing Ape Escape like myself, it just really hits on the nostalgia in that level.
So now we're doing, after every world, we're going to be reshaping and rebuilding this PS5 part. This is the PlayStation 5 memory. And, oh, whoops, I have to do actual motion controls here to hammer down the nails. Remember, kids, if your PS5 memory is broken, just hammer some nails into it. That's what Team Asobi is teaching us, and they obviously know best.
They did in my video game, and it'll work in real life.
Exactly. And you can also hammer your finger. Don't do that. Anyhow, we have some cutscenes coming up here showing us how many bots that we got and stuff like that. So if you would like to read some donations, you can take it away for maybe 2 or 3 actually.
Okay, great. I got $5 from Madus, who says, gotta shout out the Vib Ribbon bot as my favorite.
That's a good one.
Love Vibri less than 3. Top Screen donates $5 and says, my favorite bot, Soul Bad Guy from Guilty Gear. Ooh. I never thought I'd see a reference to my favorite PS1 exclusive fighting game. And $50 from the Sound Defense, who says, my favorite cameo bot is Octodad.
That's
Nobody
a good
suspected him. Now, let's see the Great Master Challenge. Folks, we are almost halfway there, and if just the first 20 minutes of this run has been this fun, you know you're gonna want to see that Master Challenge at the end. So let's add a little bit more.
Definitely. Look, chat, I'm just saying, this run may seem like it's long, right? You see a 2-hour estimate, and you may be like, wow, it's a lot for a 3D platformer. As you may have noticed, we're 20 minutes in already. Hasn't it felt like 5 minutes? This run's gonna go by quick, so get your donations in, okay?
It really has. It's this game's extremely fast paced, so like everything's flying by 5-10 seconds ago. King's
to more RNG, by the way. I'm sorry for cutting you off. This is more RNG. They were nice this time. Oh my god, they were rushing.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, so we had to call bots over to help in the crash site, and whether they come fast or slow, it's all up to them and what they're doing. Maybe they went out to dinner. Maybe they, Oh, whoa! Speaking of which, that was not good RNG.
Ooh.
That you hate to see it.
Taking $5 from my wallet.
I went for the fast jump. I was like, wow, they're building up really quickly, and then they made me eat my words. So that's unfortunate. I trusted them.
Never trust the bots. That was your first mistake.
It's okay. I'm spending all of B-Dud's money. He treats me very well. That was unfortunate. Again, that was me just like trusting the game, and the game let me down. So yeah, this is the only other portion of RNG is the like how nice the bots are going to be to me. They weren't nice there, but hopefully for the rest of the run they'll be nice to make up for it.
Yeah, we try to maximize all the bots we collect in these crash site religions, because one thing about collecting bots here is that we don't have to deal with the collection animation that plays after collecting each bot in the overworld levels. It takes around 4 seconds, right?
4.2 seconds to be exact.
Per bot. Yep.
I was gonna say, B-Dud knows all this timing. Bro put so much time into like timing everything. Like, alright, that was a little annoying, but it's fine. We're good.
One could say I'm a little obsessive over the routing and getting all the numbers right.
Okay, so I actually can't talk during Archipelago. Would you guys like to talk about motion control versus non-motion control and why I'm not going to be talking?
Yeah, so motion control is a big part of this game. There is an option to turn them off in the settings and just move stuff with the thumbsticks, but you can get some certain benefits out of using motion controls that make it go faster than intended. So there's a lot of stuff that's carried over from Playroom as well. So any Playroom runner will know about the infamous monkey climbing. GoGo introduces that same monkey gadget here in a mostly similar way, but the mechanics work the same, where you have to be kind of rotating your controller up and down rapidly and pressing L2 and R2 at the same time to basically climb up like 20 feet in like a second or something. It's absolutely insane, which I personally never even...
Blanks, by the way, and I grabbed the puzzle piece. That's my bad. We're gonna lose about 3 to 4 seconds later.
Yeah, that'll be a 3-second time loss when we go back to the crash side at the end of this nebula.
That's what I get for looking over at Discord.
There certainly seem to be drawbacks and advantages that one can get using motion controls, and this just seems to be the most clear-cut description of that, given, you know, the shaking of the controller to climb up pretty fast, and hopefully we'll be seeing that here in a second.
That's pretty quick. Not the fastest, but it's fine.
Yeah, so you might see his like hands like go off the holds without him moving sometimes, and that's sometimes when he like fails it, but it kind of like shows you when you see when he fails it how fast he's actually rapidly letting go of the triggers and trying to move the motion controller. This part right here is kind of nice because you can use the hands of the ape to kind of like make it all fall down at once instead of hovering around it. Yeah.
Good RNG.
This is a little RNG one since it's only 6 of them. Dude, I hate the ones where it's like 8 or 10 because you could literally waste like 5-8 seconds trying to find the right one.
Yeah. Also, these bots are from Ico. That's
yes.
Ico.
Love the Ico references. I love.
Oh my god, that's kind of slow. You can see that I'm getting stumped a few times. Sometimes it's even if I get stumped though, it's definitely faster than not using motion controls. Like it's still like an extra 2 or 3 seconds faster than going slowly with without motion.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Another cool little piece of tech with these monkey holds is on that top one. You can get a little bit of extra height when the monkey reaches up and throws you over the edge. Yeah, I think we should start talking about the go-go skip, which is one of the biggest time-saving skips in this run.
Excuse me, you mispronounced it. It's Archipelago out of bounds. Please and thanks.
The skip of many names.
A lot of people call it Pelago skip.
But it's pretty impressive, this next skip that's coming up, that it was actually found very early on by somebody in the speedrunning of this game, 90%, and then quickly, after it was found, somebody was able to find a relatively consistent way of hitting the skip. But it is still one of the main spots that can end a run.
I thought that was it.
And it's this right here.
Hey, nice. I'll take second try.
Second try, let's go.
Nice.
That
Let's
trick is
go.
way, like, it's so inconsistent.
So just to give
Alright.
some more context on that, there's a boss fight at the top of that level that takes roughly 1.5 minutes to beat. And after that boss fight is usually when you're able to unlock that area right that King's just unlocked for the secret area. Since we can utilize the routing of using the secret exit instead of the actual finish, we never have to face that boss ever and just can use that clip to instantly save 1.5 minutes of time.
Yeah, I was gonna say that you can fail that skip like 30 times and it still saves time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But basically the way that skip works and why it even works is if you grab with the monkey from like at the lowest possible area when you fling yourself up, it'll kind of lurch the monkey forward and that pushes us through the collision. So yeah, shout out to that's like the one skip that I'm like, when the game gets free updates, which this game is going to get free DLC later this year, I hope that doesn't get patched.
Yeah.
That's going to suck if it does.
We'll have to wait and see.
Also, shoutouts to the Devil May Cry reference here. Any Devil May Cry fans?
Mr. Dante himself?
Mr. Dante May Cry, my favorite.
Mr. Dante from hit game Devil May Cry?
From the hit indie game Devil May Cry. By indie game creator Capcom. Alright.
I was gonna say, I think one of the coolest things about this run that I love is that the game is relatively glitchless. It's just really focuses on the movement. So the Pelago skip that we just did is the only what I would consider glitch in the game.
Yeah,
There are a few
too.
skips that kind of bypass certain things, but that is the only what I would consider glitch that is in the run. And it is relatively easy to pull off once you do learn the tech for it.
Also,
Yeah.
when we finish secret levels, we didn't mention this before, but when we finish secret levels, we just leave them because we don't need to finish them. The game saves once we collect all the bots, so we can just main menu warp and get back to the main world. I gotta give a huge shout outs here. Shout out to Sporky Dude. That he's such a downside surprise main.
It's time. It's time for mouse level.
Time for funny mouse level. This level can either go really good or really bad, and it's neither one or the other. It's always just it's never both. It's always one or the other. So.
Everyone was most excited for this level the very first week of this game coming out. Like everyone was addicted to. It was the most like speedrun friendly level in terms of like finding skips and abusing stuff. So what he's kind of using with the what he'll use with the mouse ability a lot of the time is he'll activate stuff in little mouse mode, but then grow to big size and try to bypass a lot of the small mouse jumps.
Take this one right there, and then we're gonna do one more. Get to go up to this water. Nice.
Nice.
Very nice.
We're gonna absolutely destroy this guy's sleep schedule. Sorry. And
He was listening to a very soothing tune too from that music box.
that is true. Here's two more skips that are like, or two more jumps that are kind of annoying. This is what I like to call the high jump because we jump on shrooms. Nice. All right, second try's fine with that. And then the last one is the clock jump where you're supposed to like turn into small Astro here and climb up the inside of this clock. We don't want to do that though. That's slow. So we're gonna climb up as big Astro instead, and now it's clean. Nice.
Very nice.
Yeah, that's tower skip.
And as you saw there, I actually turned off the microphone on my PlayStation controller because right here, the game wants you to blow into the microphone. As you can see, I'm not doing that. And it still does it automatically. If you just turn off the microphone, the game will not make you do that. And that's something that also carried over from Playroom.
You know, I never knew that.
You didn't?
It's actually very
I
interesting.
told you last night. We'll be practice times.
You wouldn't be the first one, Neil. That's something that there were a lot of people that didn't know about that for the longest time, especially if you didn't come from Playroom as a runner, which a lot of people playing Astro Bot right now are brand new to the scene.
I actually knew about that because I
sorts of other
watched
games.
Yeah, I knew about that because I watched the fun fact. Astro's Playroom was actually at SGDQ 2021, and I watched that run, and I didn't know that was a thing, and now I do. So, but there we go. That was another.
Just learn something new every day.
That was another secret exit there that we just got. That's gonna be our last. This is gonna be our last secret level for a while. After this, we're mainly just gonna be focusing on the main levels per world. But we do have Voxel, and Voxel is a really cool level, more awesome music here.
And we get to see a return of our favorite jetpack dog too in this level. So
how many jetpack dogs do you know?
You'd be surprised.
How often do you get around with jetpack dogs? I need to know. I'm asking for a friend. And that friend is me.
Sorry, I can't reveal that information.
Okay, my bad. I'm sorry.
Well, B-Dud is a Ratchet speedrunner, so there is some jetpacks in his sort of history, right? Clank.
That's true.
Yes, there is.
Right here, I love this one, by the way. This is a very small game called Intelligent Cube, I think. And instead of just putting a character from that game, they just put an entire screenshot from the game as the bot. So.
Oh, is that what that is? I have no idea.
It's literally the main icon for the game. And right here, I'm supposed to fight these enemies, but I don't really feel like it. I'm feeling pacifist today.
Yeah, who wants to fight enemies anyways? Let's just...
Dude, when I saw you could do this blew my mind. I'm like, what? Why did I not think of that?
Yeah, this is one of the last tricks that a lot of us didn't realize was possible. It took 3 weeks to realize you could just fly back there and just get that bot.
It's such a simple solution.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh, look, it's Vibri.
Oh yeah, there's one of someone's favorite bots that they mentioned. All right, so we're gonna go to Trunk of Funk here, and it's so sad that we don't get to listen to the music here. We're taking a very brief detour, but this level has some of the best music in the game.
If Construction Derby is the #1 banger song, this is the #2 banger song.
One of my favorite things, one of my favorite lines that got stuck in my head when I first played this game is "Now come on into my mouth," which is literally a line in this level. But while we go through this very short visit, if you want to read off a donation, that would be a good time.
Awesome. I've got $55.55 from CareBear21, who says, "Hi, GamesDoneQuick. Our family tore through Astro Bot together. My 9-year-old daughter took on and beat some of the toughest levels all by herself, and I couldn't be more proud of her. Put my donation towards the Astro Bot Master Challenge," which is just over halfway, folks.
Ooh. Honestly, props to your daughter. Some of those levels are not easy.
They are not. There are so many people that struggle with those levels. It's very impressive.
Yeah, so we come up to Wormy Passage here. I love Wormy Passage because I'm a Last of Us fan, and
Last of Us level. Let's go.
This took me a while to realize this was Ellie. When I first played this game, the first boss that I got here, it took me until I read the title, and I was like, oh, that's Ellie.
We love Ellie here. Ellie is the best.
Ellie is the best immune girl, and also the only. Alright, so we have a really cool skip in this level too, but also we're going to be using more of the froggy arms. We didn't really talk about it the first time we had it because it was a very short level with Aztec at the beginning, but the frog arms have some cool tech with them where if you hold up a charge attack and then let your arms out, you'll let out this big spin move, and we're going to use that to get this bot, which was kind of annoying in my first playthrough. Right there, very nice. Yeah. I'm also going to use it just for faster punching.
It's really nice because you can just kind of roughly go in the direction of the bot, and you don't have to worry on being so precise or having to stop your movement or anything like that. It's so rapid fire that you can just continue on with any strat perfectly.
Yeah, I haven't mentioned it earlier. It's just a super OP thing you could do with the frog power up.
Yeah.
And another one of those mechanics that a lot of people actually miss on their playthrough for a little while.
Yeah, we're actually going to use another charge attack here to hit this block through the ice. This is a really cool one right there. Nice.
Yeah,
so satisfying.
I remember that a lot of us were trying to just punch it, do a single punch as we went up there, and then I remember seeing Mix the top runner right now. He just did a spin jump going up it one day, and yeah, it's just so consistent, though, that tech.
All right, so coming up, there's like this scripted sequence we're supposed to do where we're supposed to get swallowed up by a worm. We're gonna jump over the trigger for that. It does skip out on a bot, but it makes it very much faster because that bot is slow. And there we go, nice.
Ooh, nice.
You got
Nice
it.
worm skip.
Nailed it.
That saves about
and-
30 seconds.
Yeah, and now I hope you guys enjoyed these bots because I'm sorry, but they're going to hell. Goodbye. I don't know why that's a thing. If you do worm skip, it just like bugs out the level. Instead, they're supposed to shoot out of the cave, but instead they just go down right.
You only broke the level. I don't know why.
I only skipped the intended way of doing it. Why isn't the game working, Team Asobi? Alright, so now we have our next boss fight, and this is where we're going to start doing intentional deaths here.
Oh no, my wallet.
Your wallet is already $10 less. Okay. Having those deaths early on, not the best outlook, but to be fair, I'm going to chalk it up to nerves. Alright, look, this is the first time this game's seeing the light of day at a marathon, and I get to be the first person showing up. I gotta be honest, I'm a little nervous, so now that I got those deaths out of the way, first smooth sailing.
Yeah.
Okay, if you can grab that first, actually, and then we'll be
Oh, I
smooth
hate
sailing.
this.
Okay.
Sometimes you grab the left one with the
Yeah.
right hand, and it's like, oh, everything messes up.
It happens so often in this boss fight, specifically.
Yeah, but here's the boss fight. Last time we had a Donkey Kong, now we have the walking taco. That's what
We
I call
actually have
it.
DJ Octavio from Splatoon.
Yeah.
All the bosses are from Mario games. Actually, you know what? I do want to point out something. I don't know if this was intentional by PlayStation. The main bad guy of this game is a green monster. Xbox is green. I don't know what they meant to do it, but I see what you're doing, Team Asobi, okay? I see what you're picking up. I'm picking up what you're throwing down.
The conspiracies are real, I swear.
But that's just a theory.
A game
I
theory.
knew it. I was waiting
Thanks
for you
for
guys to We like to have fun here. Anyhow, this is Wako Taco. Look, this boss is really hard, okay? Sometimes I die on him, and guys,
Oh, so silly.
dang, that's so weird. It's a shame that was faster. Anyhow, so
Yeah,
moving
so
on.
he would normally throw out spit out maybe like 7 or 8 of those spiky balls, but because we got hit by that first spiky ball, he instantly stopped. So saves like, I forget exactly, but I want to say it's like 7,
Like
8
5 or
seconds.
something seconds.
Yeah.
And
now
coming
that
up to our next phase is actually going to be a little bit different. It's not going to be a regular third phase. It's going to,
he's going to
this is
become
such like
Moses and part the
I
Red
was going to
Sea.
say, he's going to become a little biblical here and part the seas. I don't know why he does this or how he does this. It's kind of impressive, actually.
Sometimes
but
we
we're
all
gonna
just need to go a little biblical.
Yeah, okay, maybe. Right here we have my favorite skip. It's very difficult. It's called Not Waiting. Wow, I didn't wait. And guess what? There's more. You know what? We're speedrunners. We don't like waiting, right? Like, look at this. Like, we could wait for those waits. But I'll let you finish this boss up. If you want to read off another donation, you can feel free to go ahead.
Of course, I've got $50 from Shishi, who says, for King Crew.
That is my mother. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you, Mom.
yeah.
I knew as soon as you said the name, I'm like, that's my mom. I thought she would have used like Mom J0444, but that works too.
That's really cute.
So
and
sweet.
$5 from Quo, who says, love me some Ape Escape bots.
Whoa, my fellow Canadian.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah, keep telling us those favorite bots.
yes, definitely. Keep those donations coming. I want to show off the final level and prove that I'm a gamer. Come on. And then, as I say that, I'm gonna die on it. So, I probably shouldn't hype that up that much. So, God of War, I'm so glad they did this. I love God of War Ragnarok.
I think the consensus is that this is a lot of people's favorite level.
Yes, and chat, I need your help. If you've played the game, you know what line I need your help with when it comes up. Okay, I'll also say it, but I need one word to show up in chat when we get to a certain part of this OST. Okay. But yeah, this is a really cool level. It's got some really flashy tricks in it as well, where it's just gonna be more platforming on parts where we're not supposed to. Like, it kind of like at the beginning of the game where we jumped on that ledge that we, had weird collision. We're gonna do that again, but around a corner and platform a little bit of an out of bounds ledge. Not really out of bounds, but a ledge that really
unintended.
Really shouldn't be there. Hey, not too quick. I don't want to see them early. I want to see them on time. All right, it's coming up though. We all know it's coming up. The best beach drop since like the Rude Sandstorm. Okay, here it is. Boy, there it is.
Boy,
the best. I love it.
So good.
I don't know if I like that more or the Nathan Drake whoa 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 from Dude Raider later on. That's also a good one.
It's just the attention to detail on everything that they've done in this game to be aware of anything that is memey or just relevant to the game. It's just impressive from the Sobi to be able to touch on everything.
Yeah, you can, we've already said it a lot, but you can tell, they took extreme care into everything to this game, and they had a lot of fun. Definitely could tell that things went through a lot of iterations, and they wanted to add their own little Easter eggs on top of just, straight up just referencing the games. So, that's the whole love of Astro Bot, the magic behind all of it, really, that makes it so special.
Yeah, the fan service is just real. It goes above and beyond with this game.
There is literally something for everybody.
Yes, exactly. We were saying this in the interview earlier. Even if you don't like 3D platformers, you can find something to love in this game, and that's why it has such huge appraisal. A lot of people have been saying they want this to win Game of the Year, and I can see it happening. But to be fair, I'm also a big Rebirth fan, so I don't see it that much.
I'm with you on that one.
All right.
I've got a donation from someone who wants Game of the Year whenever you're ready.
Definitely go for it.
Yeah, $100 from Bananas, who says, Astro Bot Game of the Year. Let's hope that more big budget platformers get made because of it.
Oh, Bananas, I'm a big fan. I love having those for snacks.
A good platformer like this. It's been such a breath of fresh air.
It's just such a shock too that they it came from Sony. I run a lot of Nintendo platforms. It's just such a cool way to transition into running my first PlayStation exclusive. That was dumb. All right,
I always go a little bit
Hey,
around
that
that. I
is
never do a
old.
straight direct shot with jumping over those.
Yeah, I haven't had that happen in a while, but that's okay. That's another death. Look, every time we get a death, it's just more money that comes out of B-Dub's wallet. Okay, look, it's all in good fun.
It's starting to sound like that was intentional.
No. Why would I ever do that unintentionally? Cry. That might have been intentional. No, I'm kidding. Anyways, so this is Nidhogg. Looks a little different.
just a little different.
And that was World 2. Honestly, a pretty solid World 2 overall.
Yeah,
not bad.
I guess something really quickly to mention about Nidhogg is that he goes to the edge of the platform to try to reduce the amount of distance that he tries to rush towards us. Yeah.
Yes.
He's also trying to bait it up towards the end of the level as much as possible to minimize the distance that he has to throw it at the end as well.
Yeah. Now, once again, we're all about life lessons here. Let's say your SSD gets stuck in a block of ice, which it happens to the best of us. Okay. The best thing to do, obviously, is whip out a chainsaw that's right nearby, obviously, and saw it. Because that makes sense.
Seems pretty reasonable to me.
Yeah, okay, but how about this? Keep that chainsaw in your hand now that we're done with that. Take the SSD parts and also saw that down. Maybe not that. Maybe don't do that, actually. If you want to read another donation, now's a good time. We're just going to be slotting in our SSD slots here.
Sure, I've got $50 from Steve TV Online, who says, "Stay safe, everyone, and hello, King J and Neil. Love the run and hope it goes good."
Thank you, Steve.
Yes, Steve.
Steve is a good friend of mine from, we met through New Super Lucky Tale, which is another game I speedrun, and we've been rivals ever since.
Yeah, I actually met him through DuckTales Remastered.
Oh, that's cool. Nice. You can read another one.
Yeah, sure. $15 from Delm, who says, "Good luck to King J and all the commentators."
Yo, Delm, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Also, slight cool thing there. Shout out to Astro's Playroom again. They play a little bit of SSD Speedway after you put in the SSD there. It goes SSD. Really cool.
SSD.
And we'll hear that song later, actually, in another level. Again, they bring back a lot of songs from Playrooms. Oh yeah, honestly, I 100% forgot I got that. Okay.
Plus 3 seconds.
3 seconds.
Oh my god, it's over.
Runs over.
Mr.
Everyone go
Streamer,
home.
you are not playing perfectly. You have had 3 deaths that weren't intentional. I want my money back.
How dare you not be perfect at a game that it's only been out for a month?
How dare you not play perfectly when you have nerves? Oh my god. Anyhow.
Another very iconic throw here.
Yeah, and this, honestly, if we died on the bridge for the first crash site, I'm a little worried about this one. This is the most inconsistent crash site for me because of this part. These swinging bots, sometimes they swing not at all, sometimes they swing back and forth, like, a lot. That seems like not that bad. Okay.
Yeah,
thankfully they were nice.
This is our first instance of rope physics, which everyone except me hates.
Yeah,
nobody...
you really like it because you made a strat for it, and I hate it.
But
we'll see that
essentially,
later.
yeah, you have to really, sometimes when you jump off them, you can get a lot of speed and momentum, but if you don't time it well, you kind of just, like, will fail to jump. So, especially tying that with those bots trying to, like, line up, and, like, sometimes the first rope will just be there instantly, and then the second one will just take 10 or 15 seconds for no reason, and you're just like, come on!
Alright, coming up here is tree skip. The best way to explain this is you skip off the tree. There we go. Nice.
Tree skip!
And that's how you skip getting the using the bots to pick up these seashells for us. So nice.
That was found by Cryo just like 2 weeks ago. Very awesome.
I was gonna not say who it was found by, and I was going to be like that. And I mean, it was found by this guy.
Sorry, I ruined your
Some guy.
Mystery individual.
Some guy in
Okay,
the community.
I'm gonna go serious mode and let the commentators take this part over. Both Casino, which is our next level, and the level afterwards, Bathhouse, really cool levels, but also really difficult with some pretty flashy tricks. So let's hope these go well. Take it away, guys.
Yeah, so...
I was gonna say, you can speak now.
So yeah.
The casino's a really cool level. There's a few skips in this one, but the most notable one will be happening at the end of the level. Shoutouts to Mobius for finding this insane skip. It's also one of the most fun to pull off.
Yes.
For it.
Oh, I'm gonna say the thing quickly because I have to. Let's go bingo, or let's go gambling. Well, both, honestly. I'm a big fan of both.
Let's go gambling.
Shout out
Big
to
money, no
Tabasco.
whammies.
Big money, no whammies indeed. So this level introduces the another power-up for us where we get to actually have full control over stopping time, which is going to come in handy in just a moment, where we will be stopping time to free a bot who is rotating on a slot machine. And without stopping time, it is actually very difficult to free it while it is moving. It is possible, but it is not easy. But
Shout out to Beta for that setup. That setup
Absolutely.
is a godsend, because before we would just like kind of pause randomly and hope that we pause at the right time for that, but Beta found like a visual cue that is extremely consistent, and it honestly one of the most underrated things that have been found is that
Yeah, I remember when I
huge RNG element.
Yeah, I remember when I found it, I was like, oh, I guess this is cool to keep things consistent, but it doesn't actually save time. And then everyone's like, oh my god, thank you so much. I wasted a minute trying to get this RNG right.
Also, I know a lot of people will be excited about this VIP bot. Again,
Ooh,
a
I'm pretty
pretty
excited.
Me too.
a pretty small character. Not many people know him. I think his name is Slay Copper or something like that.
Copper.
What is that, some kind of raccoon or something?
What is a raccoon?
Yeah, I
He's probably
think so.
dirty. He probably eats out of the trash.
Probably coming from a line of master thieves. Who knows? Could just be speculation.
I always,
I can't say let's go bingo, by the way, without saying let's go divorce, the thing that I started at SGQ.
It's already popped up in the chat.
Let's go divorce.
Let's go divorce.
Shout out to when I got the official GDQ Twitter account to tweet out about divorce with no context. It was the funniest thing.
Okay. So we've gotten almost the bots in this level, but we have one more. We have one last surprise bot to go.
I mean, I should have seen it coming. Like,
we're playing a ploy on Joker from Persona 5, and making reference to the last surprise song.
right there was really cool. You're supposed to like go on the actual dartboard to get that, but you can barely jump on the cannon there and just get enough height with running speed.
Yeah, nice little skip.
And here's the big one. I'm gonna need serious time here.
Yeah, this is, so he's going to be focusing really hard to time when this platform comes up, and then use momentum
Very nice.
to push
Let's
up to the
go.
top.
That is a very cool jump. It saves 10 seconds, but like, come on, you cannot
But
do
looks
that.
cool.
Very well done. Clap, clap.
There we go. That was a very solid casino. Like,
Yeah.
very good.
It's another subtle mechanic of this game is that a lot of the objects appear when they spawn and they come up from below, and you can actually utilize that across a few different levels in certain spots to get some extra height and momentum on things to allow you to do some really cool jumps.
So speaking of
So
cool
we're about
jumps,
to enter
welcome
this
to
level.
Fat.
You guys like Downside Surprise. Well, we got another sort of similar level here, but we're going to be turning big. You were saying something, King?
I was gonna say, if you like cool jumps, welcome to the bathhouse. This one is hard, so
Yeah.
I'm not gonna talk through all of this.
It's one of the notorious levels at, for sure for us in speedrunning, just because it looks sick when we become Sponge Boy, when we become big, because we get lots of speed, more speed than you ever get ever in the game. So we try to utilize being as big as possible, and it also allows for a lot of stuff that we can skip. So you'll see here, Kane's gonna get this spot first, but then he's gonna make sure that he has the sprint speed up and then just skip around, having to go through the little hole there as the little bots. So the idea of this level is to try to stay as big boy Sponge as much as possible. This is a very hard jump right here. Oh,
I was hoping I would get it first
no.
try. I'm very inconsistent at this jump, but it looks so cool. So I'm gonna go until I get it because like it looks really sick.
yeah, and the alternative doesn't like save a lot of time either, but he has to land on this
Nice, okay.
very
I'll take second
Nice,
try.
very nice.
nice. That
Second
little
try
piece
will
of
take that.
bamboo there is, you have to be at the very peak of your jump in order to get up there. It takes a lot of practice to really pull off, so well done.
I will
And
happily
do it.
take second try. Again, that is not easy. Shouts to
And as
Vita,
Vita
you
mentioned
found out
before.
that way of doing it from the right side, and that is very, very helpful.
Yeah, we used to go from the left side by, you would have to jump on one of the fence gates, and it was like a very like tight window, like 5 frames or something, that you could jump on the fence before it breaks. So that alternative was kind of nice, but still pretty hard.
Someone in the Astros Discord was like, "Oh, are you gonna play safe because like you want to get a good time or anything like that, right?" I'm like, "Dude, it's like I'm showing this game off for the first time at GDQ. I'm not going safe. I'm pulling out everything. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
You can't go safe.
Flex.
You gotta do everything cool. Like you're supposed to go all out, right? Like come on."
Again, shoutouts to Pico. Like as Beat had mentioned, he's been one of the big glitch hunters for this game and skip finders for it. And this level was absolutely torn apart by him finding so many of these skips where you can be big.
Also, I want to shout out Astro's dancing here. It's so cute. All right, and that's Bathhouse. I'm so glad that went relatively good.
I'm pretty solid.
I'm fine with missing that jump once. Like sometimes you just expect it, especially in a marathon setting. It's all good.
You know, like, it is such a relief to have that level over, but it is so sad to see that's the only application of Sponge Boy. Like, it would have been, like, having a whole speed game just centered around the sponge tech would be absolutely so much fun.
Oh, I hope we get a speedrun level that includes the sponges in the DLC that comes out.
I hope so,
I feel like
too.
we should. Also, this is, Vita, you were saying you really hate this gift here that's coming up?
Yes, right here, this bot. So, you know, we've been talking about sprint speed, and sometimes when you collect bots, you sometimes lose the sprint speed. Oh my god, you went right for it and you got it. Since you're right at an edge there's a thing where if you run into a ledge, you lose your sprint speed, like the game kind of like ledge guards you. So what King was able to do was right after that bot animation, he perfectly jumped before hitting the ledge and was able to keep his speeds jump to that other bot. So really awesome.
Also, this level is all about
Shadow of the Colossus.
Shadow of the Colossus and The Last Guardian. So,
yes.
I love those games. Well, I actually haven't played Last Guardian, but I love Shadow of the Colossus.
I'm a big Last Guardian stan. But yeah, it's fitting for this level specifically that they picked Shadow of the Colossus characters because we got our big brother here, and we're going to be kind of like climbing up around him.
Yeah, welcome to our big bro over here.
Which, for anyone that hasn't played Shadow of the Colossus, that's the whole idea of it, is climbing these giant colossus, or colossi.
I love that they put this bot on the back of the deck as well.
Yeah.
A tribute to a lot of the Colossus have.
Also, there's so many funny clips of people getting like stuck on him here. It's like, because like it's very easy for his arm not to raise up. You jump over the trigger for it, and so people have gotten stuck in the shoulder blade.
Yeah, it's a very small trigger and very easy to jump over.
Also, right here we're supposed to break this ice, but you know what? We're cool. We're just gonna jump around. There you go.
This bot's annoying because you only can hit it from the back. You can't hit it from the front. But
yeah, and also you can very easily just try to hit him and fall off.
Hey, we just passed $6,000 raised for direct release.
Let's go. Let's go.
Go.
Let's go divorce. And a little less than $1,000. A little less than $1,000 to go to meet that incentive. We know we want
Chat,
to.
you guys got an hour, okay? Like an hour and 15. My PB's 2:14. I'm not saying we're gonna, you know, PB or anything, but just saying you should probably get those donations in if you want to see that extra hard level at the end. I'm going to quote someone from Twitter from a few days ago. This level took me an hour. It was so annoying. Which, to be fair, I think for me it took me like 15 minutes my first playthrough, but that's because I'm used to 3D platformers and I'm used to like hard final levels because of Mario games.
oh, don't get that. Okay, good.
So
you hit the snake. Yeah, go ahead.
So we're talking about like good morals, right? Astro is all about good morals. We talked about that earlier with the PS5 cleaning scenes. We're going to talk about it again. Look, if you're struggling in quicksand, just continue to punch and it won't affect you. It does work. Astro has proven this. We do not condone this message at GDQ.
This is, again, one of those really cool, like, this game's not very glitch heavy, but that's one of the cool glitches where you can punch on the quicksand without it actually, you actually falling into it and dying. But we only get to see it on this level. So you have to be really good at it and utilize it in the time that you do see it, which we will do it one more time up here. And this time it'll save a little bit more time just because it's cutting like a big portion of climbing to the left there. But yeah, there he goes. Punching and climbing.
Yeah, that's the cool one. We just climb all the way back up to the end. There you go. All right, so now we have the inside part here. By the way, this level is kind of interesting because like most levels have like a specific series that they reference with the bots. This one has 2 smaller series. We have Wild Arms that we just got there, and then we're gonna have Journey, which if you haven't played Journey, please play that. It's such a beautiful game.
Everyone should be obligated to play Journey. It's not that long either. It's like 2 hours, and it's such a good experience. Do it.
Yeah, we were talking. We were doing practice comms yesterday, and we were like, we need to like if there's like 2 games that people have to play in their life, it's Shadow of the Colossus and Journey. Oh, that's what?
Ooh.
Okay,
damn.
That's a new one.
Ooh.
I thought I had enough height. That's fine.
Yeah, sometimes. So
But
you can.
I feel like I want to donate more. I'm just saying.
Yeah, so with the chicken jetpack, you can stop the jetpack early. So sometimes King tries to judge not having to spend extra time going for more height and stuff.
Yeah.
And,
I tried to go for a little bit of a small time save there, and it did not pay off.
The longer you hold the chicken power up, the higher you'll get to go. So a lot of jumps that you do with it are very much as soon as it triggers, you want to kind of let go to get as little extra movement as possible.
Yeah, that was like a
An
kind
aspect of these
annoying
platformers is just having that sort of a controlled jump height. Right, you were saying, King?
Yeah. I was saying, like, that was kind of annoying. A lot of the deaths we've been having in this run, ironically, have been very, like, avoidable. I've just been making dumb mistakes. But hey, it's a marathon run. What can you expect? It's a marathon run, and it's me. I make dumb mistakes all the time. Hi, I'm KingJ. Oh, but why? You never go over here. Okay.
It was just a little shy.
there's
Wasn't shy today.
There is something I wanted to mention about this level specifically, and that's the IL of it. There is a lot of ILs that people grind for in this level and have found really cool skips for. This one doesn't make you go inside of the inside area at all. You use the kind of mechanic of punching on the quicksand to just go around to the end from the backside, and it's really cool. Yeah, some of the ILs are definitely worth checking out because in any percent we have to get all the bots, so we have to follow the intended route most of the time. But yeah, ILs are really cool.
Yeah. So next up we
Speaking
have
of ILs,
Oh,
yeah, this
yeah.
next level, yeah, it's got a lot for ILs too.
I
think you mean the one
boss.
after this boss fight.
I was like, the boss does not have IL. People do.
Oh, did I
Honestly,
get that wrong? Oh, my bad.
you did. You're wrong. Anyways, this boss fight, there is technically some death strats you can do here. It saves not that much though, so I'm not going to go for it. And so because of that, if you would like to take it away with more donations during this boss, you probably have a decent amount of time to do so.
Excellent. Have I counted $5 deaths so far?
We are,
is that
we still
is that where we are?
have
That's what
4
I'm
more
counting.
we have 4 more that are guaranteed. Vita, you're really you honestly, you're too generous, honestly.
I know.
To be fair, I told the guy that I was like, I'm gonna do this. You don't have to, but I'm gonna do this. And anybody who wants to match me can do this. Vita willingly offered this, so.
I just like
Well,
pain and suffering and an empty wall.
To be fair, I didn't intend to die this many times. Thankfully, all the deaths have been like less than 20 seconds. That's the good news about this game. A lot of the deaths can't cost too much, but it is, a little bit of a motivation killer if you die to something really easy. And
Really
go
quick,
ahead and
I-
wait more donations.
Just really quick
Yeah.
before the donation, I just want
Oh.
to mention that first phase with the eggs is kind of it's very fast. It's RNG dependent, but anyways, go ahead with the donation.
Oh yeah, sure. I was saying that someone's matching that already. $25 from Dinosaur, who says, Astrobot totally in my top 5 games of 2024, so here's a little $25 to do my part to help. Stay safe, friends. Less than 3.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
you can continue throughout this. Continue throughout this boss. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay, great. I've got $25 from Echo, who says, game cute.
I agree.
Thank you so much.
Game is cute.
And yeah, $50 from PKMKII, or maybe PKMK2. Love seeing these out of this world speedrunners raising money for a good cause. Absolutely. Thank you so much for raising for direct relief. And just under $1,000 left to get that master challenge. I know we can do it.
Come on, chat. We can do it. I believe in you.
You got this, chat. Let's go Twitch chat.
Let's go Twitch chat.
Let's go to Forest and have continue. Oh, I got that. So okay, that was weird.
I do really love the aesthetic of this boss fight, especially when you go out of it right here.
Yeah, this is a really cool cinematic part of the boss fight here.
Definitely one of the coolest set pieces.
But yeah, this game, we were talking earlier how it's like pretty easy to like die in this game, especially when you're trying to go fast, because you're trying to cut all the corners and stuff like that, trying to like not have your chicken boost going as long as possible. Like you want to time that. This game is pretty punishing. Like when you start running this game, it's all about like, okay, how little times can I die?
It really is. Even at the world record level right now, the current world record still has died like I forget it how many, like 3 or 4 times. There has not been a single run that's gone deathless yet in this game, or at least like top runs in PV, because we're always going for strats as well. I'm sure if somebody actually tried to do permadeath, it wouldn't be like the hardest, but it is still pretty hard to go through this entire game without a death.
So welcome to Dude Rating, by the way. If you want to know where that joke comes from, back when Uncharted was announced, people were really hard to judge it. They were like, man, it's just Tomb Raider but with a dude. I'm not playing Dude Raider. And shout out to Team Asobi, they literally took that joke and ran with it. They also had a trophy in Astro's Playroom called Dude Raider. So they really just like really embraced the meme culture.
We love it.
Also, this music's really good, by the way. I love Uncharted music.
Dude, in my first playthrough of this, I got so emotional when I heard this music. It just brought me down nostalgic road. And I feel
be one that you're more excited for, being we'll get to that later.
Maybe, perhaps.
Maybe just a little.
Perchance.
So people who go for the skip called truck skip, I'm not gonna do it because I'm not good at it. So yeah.
Why would you want to skip the truck?
The truck is my friend, okay? I'm a big fan of trucks. I'm a big truck enjoyer, actually.
But yeah, there's several things
also,
that you
your
can
speed
do.
drop ready? Whoa, 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 whoa!
Whoa.
That's a Nathan Drake.
Whoa.
Shout out to every Uncharted game except for Lost Legacy, because that one doesn't count.
Whoa, wait a second.
I'm just saying what people are thinking, okay? I'm just saying what people are thinking. Okay, so this next strat that we're gonna do up here is really cool. You're supposed to wait for like the zip line to spawn in and then slide down it. Not only is that pretty difficult and very easy to die on, but it's also slow. So we can just do this. Nice, I got the launch strat. Very nice. And that's the blind skip. Very cool.
So fast compared to the other intended way.
Yeah. And it's also like I used to die there so often by just riding down the zip line.
Yeah. Frog missiles are no joke. You almost got hit by them getting close to that.
I did, yeah. That's why I jumped there, because if I get the launch strat, I don't like just riding down. I have died like that before.
Frog missiles are crazy in this game too, because if you dodge them and you don't kill the frogs, they can still chase you throughout like the entire level, and they will hunt you down. There's so many deaths to this game.
Yeah.
It's very merciless.
Also, this next spot that we're gonna get up here, it took me a while to realize what this was in my first casual playthrough. This is Sir Francis Drake's decaying body up here. So a little morbid, but it's okay. I also don't know how I feel about that, because Sir Francis Drake is an actual person. So
yeah, is it? So at this point, is it a PlayStation reference or a historical reference? Who knows?
Yeah, they're getting historic on this
both.
Can't believe we had a biblical reference and a historic reference in the same game. It's kind of insane.
This game has everything.
They really cater to everyone. All right, so in Uncharted fashion, you know, we have to have an over-the-top action set piece. You know, like come on.
It's only right.
Dude Raider used to be like my least favorite level just because of how much I used to die on it in my first few runs, but it's quickly became one of my favorites. And there we go. We're totally done. Let's go ahead and get our ship part. Let's do it.
Yeah, we're done.
For donation. I mean, what's happening, guys? It's shaking. Guys, what is this? What? Okay, well, I didn't get the boss skip. That's the first time. I'm joking. You can't skip this. We have an auto scroller here with this boss fight. Go ahead and raise some donations.
Sure, I hear auto scroller. I know what to do. $50 from Soaring Trumpet. No comment, but thank you so much. And $100 anonymous donation. No comment. Thank you so much for that. Very generous. Yes. And another anonymous donation, $50, donating to help out those that are affected. Thank you to everyone from staff to runners for setting up this event so quickly. Here together. Thank you so much for that support of Direct Relief.
I also want to give a huge shout out. I've said this in the chat before in earlier runs. I just want to give a huge major shout out to all of the staff and the volunteers. Like putting this together in the span of like less than a week, it's crazy. So you guys are all doing an incredible job, and we seriously appreciate it. So yeah, claps and hearts in the chat. So now, this is going to be thankfully the quickest of the PS5 part things that we have to do. We just have to snip off these vines here. We also technically need to blow into the microphone again here. Again, I turned off the microphone so we don't have to do that, and it's faster. It's almost like this is a speed run. But now we get these scissors, and I can kind of just hit them for fun.
This part looks so like how you aggressively snip all of them in the speedrun. It looks so like I remember in my casual I would just carefully just pick each one, but you're just like a complete maniac.
I also would like to quickly mention the fact that if you have not tried it yet and you have a PlayStation 5, Astro's Playroom is free. Like, it comes with your PlayStation 5. If you have not played it yet and you don't want to buy this game, that's completely fine. It's a full-price game. Just came out. At least play Astro's Playroom just to get a taste and stuff like that. It's such a great game.
It really is. It's really on the same, on the same level as this game. It's just, more bite-sized, but the Astro's Playroom plays exactly like Astro Bot, and if you do have a PS5, you have no reason not to. Do it now. It only takes like you can get through the whole game within like, what, 5-ish hours, 4-ish hours, something like that, so.
Yeah, it's not a long game at all.
Absolutely worth it.
Just do it for the life experience.
Oh yeah, I should also mention, I'm sorry if you're in the mic, the haptics for my triggers, it is a thing that happened. I don't think it's that big of a deal, but yeah, thankfully I turned off the audio from the controller, so you don't have to hear that. But all right, so
my controller's sitting down and just on the main menu, hearing him get hit by
getting hit by the debris. Yeah. So while we're here in Crash Site, coming up is our biggest skip in the run. It's also my most inconsistent trick. It's called Hyro Skip. Would you guys like to explain that really quick as we get there?
Yeah, so Hyro Skip, definitely over the last weeks, it's what all the talk is about. Like, basically people are saying, are you going to go for Hyro Skip or are you not? And it's this really risky play because what it basically does is skips an entire level, an entire force level that we have to play. And we're usually trying to collect bots, so by skipping the level, we're going to skip out on 5 bots, and we had to change up the route to try to collect 5 bots otherwhere. But after doing some routing, we did figure out that Hyro Skip does ultimately save like 30-40 seconds over the course of the run.
Yeah, it really depends what route you used beforehand. For me, it actually saved more. It saved like a minute and a half because of the route I was doing beforehand. So
yeah, but it's you usually have like 2 tries before it starts theoretically losing time. But you'll see it here more in one minute. But essentially, what the level contains itself is you go across this rickety bridge, you see the exit, you're like, oh, the exit's right there, let's go. And then all of a sudden the rickety bridge breaks and you're sent down to the bottom of a pit, and you have to kind of climb your way down out. And we also miss out on the introduction of like the metal bar power up, which there's a little segment at the end that we have to do without the metal ball. So you'll see some tricks there, but yes, we're just gonna do this very precise jump where we grab the ledge of the side of the bridge, and the game only detects only triggers the cutscene if you're like standing on the bridge or in place of the bridge, like directly above it. So we're gonna use a very precise ledge grab with pausing too, because once we ledge grab, we can do
I'm not gonna
basically
do pauses here. for this one.
okay, which you don't have to do pauses either. But yeah, so right here he's gonna do kind of a spin, line up a ledge
Oh,
grab.
I didn't even get the ledge grab. Okay, that's fine. That was weird. Sometimes that happens where like you need to get a ledge grab, and the ledge grabbing in this game, not the best mechanic.
It's extremely precise.
All right, I don't count that as a try. Right? That was like I didn't even get a chance to try.
Yeah. But if you see that like
Hey,
broken board, that's where
nice,
he's aiming to go
nice.
past. Nice.
So that's like
go.
first real try. Okay, very nice. I'm glad I got that first try.
Claps.
Woo!
Absolutely.
That is
very
way
fair.
harder than I made it look. Because
Gotta
like
finish it up.
if you hold basically as soon as you also there's torch gift, got that first try too. You're supposed to have the metal ball power up there, but because we skipped this level, we just don't have it. But yeah,
The reason
remember
we even
sharing
go into
that
this
torch
level
jump.
in general is because this is one of the levels that is actually required in the game, and we do have to end the level either through the exit platform or Lost Warp exit. Well, this is the fastest exit that we can do.
yeah, I'm
I
very
don't
happy
feel
with
like
how
we
that
properly
went.
described the process of finishing some levels and leaving some others early. I mean, we can elaborate on that a little bit.
Yeah, we should have to go over that
That's
now
why we do
because
so.
we have 2 levels here, so we should
Yeah.
talk about that. But yeah, like,
Yeah.
Go ahead, Neil.
there's like, we skip some levels, or like we get the bots and then leave. The reason why is because we already beat a level or got an exit in that line, so we don't have to do that for the other one.
Yeah, it allows you to save time by one, not having to finish the level if the part of the level end is
Hit it.
farther ahead, but there is also much more animations that play every time you finish the level, so you're cutting all of that out as well.
Yeah,
Alright.
definitely lots to consider.
So this is Bubbling Under. This is a very like open level, which I really enjoyed, where you can pretty much people either go left first or right first. It's really up to you. I'm gonna go left first though, because that's the route I like to do.
Yeah, what's nice about these levels is that no matter which way you approach it, there's usually a lot of correct answers. But yeah, it's these levels that are nice, concise little open world segments where it just feels like a breath of fresh air being able to get so many bots within like a minute of time, pretty much. And in addition to the 7 bots that we're going to go around in this water area, we have to break off 5 chains to free the starfish to actually beat the
4,
level.
not 5.
Is it 4?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's 4.
It's 4, sorry. So yeah,
Get it
that's
right, Nita. You're
that's,
supposed to know these things.
Just a little miscount.
I know I failed everyone. My numbers were off by 1. I'm canceled.
You're the numbers guy. Come on.
But yeah, so there's just like every 5 seconds we're going from one thing to another, and it's very satisfying just from a routing perspective.
And something you saw him do right there is it's actually pretty cool. While you're breaking the box, they don't actually restrict you from moving while the little animation's playing, so you can actually get to that spot while the animation is playing through the ship.
Yeah, that is actually really, really cool. Don't get to
Yeah,
utilize
right,
that
there's,
much, but
Nice reference to Monster Hunter there. The bipedal cat.
let's go Monster Hunter.
Go cats.
As someone who's never played Monster Hunter, that's cool. That's all I can say. Also, someone said this earlier. Shout out to Octodad. Nobody suspects a thing.
Hey, we made it. Made it to Octodad.
Octodad.
Getting to see a lot of people's favorite bots in the 80%, which is very nice.
Speaking of which, do we have any more donations of favorite bots?
We haven't heard about any favorite bots in a little while. We got to get that going again. So everybody, $5 towards your favorite bot, and remember to put it towards that master challenge because, like we were saying earlier, this run's going to go by so quickly.
Yep.
We've got some other bid wars open, but let's not focus on them now. Let's focus on that Master Challenge.
Also, that bot that I just got, that is annoying. I hate that bot so much.
So everyone has problems with that, like because you have to chase the spaceship around, and a lot of people, once you go up out of the water, you go straight up, you lose your like horizontal momentum. So or the speedrun strat there is to try to get out of the water and hit it as it first like goes. But yeah, it takes some time to catch up if you miss it the first time.
Not to mention, there isn't a dedicated sort of dive button. Your only way of actually diving into the water is with like a light jump or a big jump from this launch you get with the penguin. It's a little tedious, but it can still be done.
Yeah.
We were talking about favorite bots, and we're about to enter the stage with my favorite bot.
Oh, is it Jill?
We did have somebody else.
Oh, wait, no.
mention,
We're wrong level, sorry.
Yeah, we did have somebody else mention that favorite bot through a donation here.
For some reason, I thought I entered Spooky Time. I don't know why I thought that. I played this game. I have 200 hours in this game. That is a crazy car in the background. I don't know if that got picked up on stream, but that was a very loud engine. Shoutouts to my neighborhood coming in clutch.
They're hyping up the run.
Exactly. Yeah, I wonder why you like this
spot.
It's almost like you speedrun this game or something. It's called like Clay Noah.
Clay Noah.
Clay Noah.
Chloe? Yeah.
Yeah, its name is Noah actually. Clay Noah.
Yeah.
This level's really quick, by the way. We're going to be just grabbing 6 bots and leaving. There's not too much we need to talk about here, so I'll throw it over for another donation.
Yeah, sure thing. $25 from Jacob1. No comment, but I guess that's just 5 times 5 for the favorite bots and the deaths. You know,
They couldn't choose between
right?
their favorite bot. Obviously.
Yeah, they can. Yeah, exactly. And let's see, $25 from Rossalo with just a less than 3. Thank you so much for supporting Direct Relief.
Less than 3 back.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody here donating. You guys are awesome.
Yes, thank you. I guess to give a little bit of context on this level, we had it routed out for a while. We didn't incorporate it till like 3 weeks in. I forget who, it was either, was it you, Cryo, that suggested it, or Inaku?
I think I saw Snap do it
suggested
first.
by a couple different people. I think I had been running it, but I think it was like Snap or Inaku who had made the public suggestion for it.
Yeah. We shout out a lot of community members. I'm gonna quickly shout out those two. Snap and Inaku were like the early day runners that were like really far ahead of the time. Like day one and like day 2, they had really crazy records. So yeah, they did a lot for this game. They both don't run the game now, but they put a lot of time and a lot of strats into the community.
Yeah, they very impressive runners. I wanted to also say about that level, the reason why it was routed in was specifically those 4 bots at the end are extremely close together. It's like some of those little things that you have to look out for when routing, like don't just look at how fast the level is in the first minute or 2, like look at it's important to consider all aspects of the level, or you might miss something.
All right, so whoops, I missed it. So right here, I'm actually skipping. Excuse me?
Closer against the wall.
Yeah. Excuse me, this is not hard. This is an easy skip.
I think they're just being.
There we go. Okay.
So what King's doing there is he's skipping getting the power up, and the power up is automatically given to him.
Why does that happen? It's so
It's
dumb.
always the snipers.
Yeah, but
Don't do
yeah,
it this time.
normally you have to open
Okay.
a chest and wait for it to be like available to hit and open. But it's so interesting that this game is programmed in a way where if you just go outside of the area, it's or this level specifically, if you go outside of the area, it just automatically gives you the power up. I don't know
Also,
of
yeah,
any other.
that enemy can snipe you in that cutscene, and it's so annoying when he does it.
Yeah, you kind
Those
of.
enemies snipe you anywhere. Those are the most brutal enemies at times.
Yeah.
Also, because we technically didn't do the way that the beginning, the way the game intended, this game is stuck in the beginning loop of this music, so you're just hearing the intro over and over. It's supposed to have like a groovier tone. We'll hear it later after we do the sub area with the bot, but it's kind of just stuck in the startup. Oops. Okay, that's fine.
It's not a speed run if we don't somehow break the audio.
Yeah, I'm having a lot more deaths than I expected in this run, but again, thankfully all the deaths I've been having have been very quick, so I'm not too upset. And again, it's more money for charity, so you can't be too upset. Come on. More money for charity is always good.
It's a win-win.
Yeah. RNG, please. RNG. Okay, there we go. That was weird. I didn't feel the rumble.
One thing to mention with these little hieroglyph patterns is if you're playing with the motion controls disabled, you actually get a visual as to which one you're supposed to push in as you glide over it. Here, with motion controls enabled, you just kind of have to feel for it. And I'm not sure exactly how strong that feeling is.
It's not always the best.
DualSense. Yeah.
He's trying to... So he's gonna go off to this sub area for a certain bot from a series that I like, the Jill bot.
Ooh, nice you made that. Cool.
It's nice that we have a...
one pause.
Yeah, that doing that sub area in one cycle is really tough to do, but King just barely nailed it. It's a little annoying waiting on these cycles sometimes. You do need the light. You can't just ditch the light because some people might think instinctively the speedrunners would just do this part without the lights at all, but you do need the light to open the gate at the end, so that's why we mainly run with it.
And right here we gotta slow down these knives so we can hit this bot. There we go. And now we gotta finish off the level. As we finish off the level, you can read off another dono if you want to.
Of course, we've got those favorite bot donos coming in again.
Nice,
and
let's go.
Yeah, and at the same time, I've got 2 for the Amaterasu bot from Okami.
Oh, that's a great one.
Yeah.
Yeah, $5 from Lady Antisocial says, I don't think the any % gets this bot, but there is an Amaterasu bot from Okami. And $20 from Razorwind X, who says, surprised I haven't heard Amaterasu bot love yet.
Damn.
Well, you did
Fixing that. Yeah, you did now, both of you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Amy was a nice surprise to see in my first playthrough.
Definitely.
That's more of that's not a main bot. That's an egg that's in the crash site, so it doesn't count to the. Actually, I don't remember if it counts to the 300 bots or.
No, it doesn't. The eggs don't count at all. I only know this because I had to make a file for the incentive, and they don't count towards what you need to unlock the master challenge. So.
Yeah. Honestly, I should have known that because I've also done 100% speedruns. I should know what counts or doesn't count for 300 bots, but
yeah,
here we are.
Okay, so anybody donating per death, add 2 on the counter here. This is a very scary level, the scary boss fight. We are going to be dying twice here, but it saves the most time to do these deaths. Because each time you don't do them, I think it wastes like 10 seconds or something. But the entire time, I cannot take a single hit. So yeah.
This is definitely the hardest boss fight. Well, for me it is, but I think the general opinion is that it's the hardest. I always, I've started teasing that you don't know what it's like to be an Astro Bot runner until you've died on Mecha Leon.
On PV pace.
3.
Yeah.
Yeah,
3 of Mecha.
I gotta call out Neil for that one.
Flashbacks.
Yeah, Neil, I gotta call out. He lost, and when you die on phase 3, that's 3 minutes gone. Like that's a lot.
Yeah. I've had it.
All right, so starting off here, we already got some enemies here.
Yeah, pretty good RNG.
I got good RNG, but I had to go around him there because I didn't want to hit his fireball.
So this attack right here is what we're going to be skipping in phase 2 and 3.
Yes, so you're gonna see me jump off the edge. You may think like, wow, he sucks at video games, and you'd be right. But I'm intentionally dying this time. And this one saves like way more than the other boss fights. Like I said, it's just way more worth to go for it here than other boss fights.
Yeah, I think it's like around 10 seconds every time you jump off. So it's a little bit different with each one, but it's vaguely you're saving like 20 seconds I think.
Yeah, it's around 20 seconds time save, so if you are going for a top time, you have to do this. And if I haven't mentioned it yet, I am a relatively top runner in this game. I'm currently 4th, so yeah, I'm nothing to sneeze at. You know, I'm good at the game. I play video games sometimes. So that's the
Yeah, I
first
think
one.
we're all in the top 10 right now, right?
That is true, yeah. Yeah, we're waiting on you for that sub 220 though. Come on now.
I'm working on it, man.
I'm getting there. Come on.
Yeah.
All right, this one's hard to time. You're supposed to take like a pause, like on that platform right over to the left there, but if we did it perfectly enough, we can barely make it over. Nice, there we go. And then, yeah, some people don't know this, but you can actually bait and like predict where those missiles are going to spawn there. So that's cool. There's our.
I was not one of those people.
Yeah, that's unfortunately a thing that happened. And then just gotta make sure I don't get hit on these bot enemies here. And there we go. We should be in the clear now.
That last phase can be really annoying because the lightning enemy seems to always spawn right on top of you. So it makes it even more risky, the fact that you're doing this strat and that the game just like really tries to push that enemy on you.
Also, side note, this boss has insane music as well.
It does.
So just like in Mighty Chewy, we're going to be doing a fast hit here to get the bot as it's rising up.
It looks kind of funny because he's just punching in the air like, yeah, Astro, get him, get him. All right, so we haven't had an acid trip yet, have we? Are you guys ready to acid trip? Because I am. Welcome to the Loco Roco level.
This is one of the
ready.
most, this was one of the nicest surprises in this game, because, you know, as a PSP game, you didn't expect a dedicated level to, for Loco Roco, but here we are. And what makes this so cool, or just to me, is that this level has such a, such a dedicated individual moveset that's not apparent in any other part of the run. Like, you can say that we get a lot of gadgets throughout the run, and there's some tech with all the different gadgets, but we still have the regular, like, Astro Bot movement that goes along here. Loco Roco, completely different. Absolutely, they made a whole new just Loco Roco movement set just for this one level, and it's really nice seeing how we take advantage of the blob physics to get around really fast. Like, you can even
time for speed.
Yeah, you can bee hop here by jumping right as you're hitting the ground. Very, very cool.
You think it's safe there because I don't want to fall off the edge.
Yeah, I've never played Loco Roco before,
Me
but
neither.
the actual level design here is kind of paying homage to the actual game, right? That's what I've heard.
Yes, it does a really great
design.
job. It even down to like the music here is like all the music in the games has been good, but this music specifically like adheres to that childhood type of feeling and really sells the game for
Preschool
what it
type of
feels like.
beat.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Excuse me? How did you bounce off like that? No, Blob, go in there. Thank you.
I think the pink platform there was just trolling you.
It was being a little weird. That pink platform and that breakable wall is kind of annoying sometimes. That's
Yeah,
fine,
the pink one always wants to troll. I don't know. It always feels a little trolly.
Okay, and speaking of trolly, I love these platforms.
Yeah. There is some
was really
small
nice.
optimizations we do here. Like you saw, he goes down the left side and doesn't like try to go get knocked around in the middle. So there is some cool little strats here if you look for it.
I have a vivid memory of B-Dud just beating Astro to this blue bot and absolutely missing on the side.
You didn't have to call him out for that, man. You did not have to call him out. That's uncalled for. I think all of us have had a dumb death on this level before. Like, you just try to go fast, and you try to, like, fling yourself, as GLaDOS says in Portal, and it just doesn't go well.
Oh, that section where you're going downhill, like, and bouncing to get more speed, it's very easy to die there if you start too fast.
Definitely. And boink. There you go.
Just like that, the blob level is done.
Okay, now this is the worst part to use motion controls, is this cleaning section where I gotta shake this controller till I make it. So, you're gonna see me absolutely destroy this controller. And to be fair, like, doing motion controls for this run was like really easy for me. I spear Mario Odyssey, so it can kind of game is like second nature. But a lot of people don't like doing this. And this part's also kind of RNG. You gotta get all the stuff dumped out of there, and it's kind of annoying. It's all stuck in there. Get out, please. Okay, thank you.
The motion controls are actually implemented very well in this game, and from a casual playthrough standpoint, I had a lot of fun with the motion controls. I just happened to turn them off as a speedrunner just because I haven't quite gotten used to them yet.
That's fair.
For sure. Team Asobi with this game and with Astro's Playroom definitely utilizes the controller to its max, whether it's with those motion controls and making really unique things that you can do with them, to the haptic triggers and everything, to the mic.
Yeah.
Like, no other developer has utilized the PS5 controller as much as this game.
Right there, we just cracked open a cold one with the boys.
That drink looks so refreshing.
It's don't drink it. Do not drink cooling water. It's not good for you. On that note, can we get a donation, please? Before we
Absolutely.
talk more about
I can save you from this. $10 from Corn Cob, who says, missed the level, but Ellie is my favorite bot. Minus the time when she decided to leave Dina and go to Santa Barbara.
Thank you, Corn.
Yeah, and I want to say thank you all. It's midnight, so I'm about to turn into a pumpkin, but I am definitely going to check out this game now, and I'm going to leave you in the hands of our next capable host, Asuka.
Sounds great. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Hello.
Thank you.
Shout out to Savage for that awesome hosting. But yes, hi. I am turning in from, instead of a pumpkin, I'm turning into a night owl. So I'll be with you for the rest of this round and a whole bunch more. So I heard there's some good bot donations that I'm hoping to read soon.
I hope so.
Yeah, do we have
let's
any
keep
more
it going.
favorite bots? Hopefully.
Before we get to that, actually, we have a skip to explain. Coming up here. Vita, you found this, and I hate this skip.
Skip himself.
I hate this skip so much. It's not my favorite.
Yeah, I feel like I've gotten a sort of negative response.
Also, what was that bot doing? Did anybody else see that bot walk up that pillar? Am I the only one who saw that?
Bots
Alright.
do what bots do, but yeah. So here there is a skip that saves like about 20 seconds. If you do it
Hey,
perfectly.
first try.
Damn,
Let's
that's
go.
Nice.
good
Nice.
job.
So we used the rope there to get out of bounds, and that skips a few times that we have to use the bots to climb up. So yeah, we just spawn everything in just like that. There you go. First try is awesome.
Yeah, King made that look easy.
Yeah, you had to like. There's a lot of factors that go into that one. Speaking of
like,
factors, missing this block because of depth perception kind of sucks too. Like that. Yeah, it's not my favorite either. And then another skip. Shoutouts to I think Snap found this, but Moxie found the setup that I use, which is a very consistent setup. Which right here we're going to skip another bot thing here.
So he's gonna charge up a spin, and then that's gonna break the bot wall as he gets to the top. We time it in a way so that he literally can make it out at the last spot or two from the top, and then it gives you an extra spin to delay yourself in the air, and then he can hover to the end to get those 4 bots. Otherwise, we would have to wait 10 seconds trying to push the ladder over to it. Yeah, but yeah, that's the crash site.
Yeah, while we get into the next level, Asuka, if you'd like to donate, if you'd like to read a donation, I mean, you can donate too if you want.
Who's your
of
favorite
course.
bot?
Well, for me, that would be Aloy because I'm low-key obsessed with
spoil it, Vita doesn't
Horizon.
know.
Let's go.
Vita doesn't heard about that one.
Kari has a differing opinion of $5, which says the favorite bot is the KingJO444 bot. And on one hand, thank you so much for your generosity, but on another, I want to have a real talk with chat right now. So look at me, put exclamation point donate in that chat because I'm looking at this Master Challenge incentive. We are 2/3 of the way there, and last time I checked, KingJ's just been rocking this run. We are running out of time, and I don't want to miss this Master Challenge showcase. So I want to hear, you know what? We need a $5 bot rush because I want to see the Master Challenge.
I love that, bot rush.
I love that.
Yeah. King, if you want to talk about like just why we need to see basically you being put on blast to do good things, hard things very fast.
Yes,
like
we said before, this I said this in the interview earlier. I said this during the run. This level is the hardest level in the game. Maybe not to some people, but it is like the final challenge level that the game gives you. There are these challenge levels, and a lot of them are very difficult. And this is supposed to be like the crowning jewel of difficulty. So get those donations in, because I would love to show it off. I'd love to die on it and donate more money. Because Vita and I are also donating for that too, so...
We are less than $900 away, chat, so do not sit on this. Let's get that incentive met.
Also, this is weird. This has never been this much. Excuse me, Jenny, get out of this lamp. Thank you. This guy's kind of annoying.
That lamp can be very finicky at times. I still don't understand how it works fully.
Also, shout out to like the coolest like
random
plot twist in a level is this. Like what? Like it's like just like floored me the first time I played this. Yeah, it just turned into like Twister.
Any Gravity Rush fans in the chat?
Yeah, Gravity Rush, great game. Haven't played it, but it looks amazing. Alright, right here, this is a little bit annoying. Gotta kill these enemies to get our favorite power-up back. We gotta get the dog dash again.
The dog.
What's funny is, a lot of people say this will be their favorite power-up. Excuse me. I actually really like the time stop one, just because of like the skips we do and stuff like that with it.
It does have some really cool applications. But the dog is just so fast.
Yeah.
It's so fun to use.
Yeah, I can see why it's the most. It is the most reused gadget in the game, and yeah, because of good reasons. Because it feels so good, and there's so much that you can do with it. It feels like the gadget that should be reused.
Also, that
which
was
I
a
think.
little annoying there, doing that, getting that bot from that step. You have to be pretty precise with that.
Yeah, that extra height from that one step makes all the difference. But yeah, I think the dog jetpack is only used like 4 times, but that's still like a lot more than any other gadget. So.
Oh my god.
So you got a good cycle there.
Yeah, I got a good cycle there. As long as you don't die, that cycle is pretty easy to hit, thankfully. And here we have a boss fight. On this boss fight is just don't die the boss fight. So more donations if you have them.
Of course, $25 from Zelius, who says you guys are doing an incredible job running and commentating for Astro Bot. A great team to showcase the game. Also, Klonoa is best.
Okay, like I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm also not saying you're right. Like, it's a good bot, but I think there are better ones out there.
I'm saying you're right.
Yeah, I know you're saying it, Mr. Klonoa speedrunner. Shush. Also, shout out to Zalius, who ran Astro's Playroom at SGDQ. Honestly, if you didn't do that, I might not have thought about ever spearing this game, so gotta give a huge props to him.
Yep.
Big shout out to him as well, just for being one of the mods in the community for Astro Bot, along with all the other mods. They've been doing a fantastic job trying to keep up with all the submissions that everybody has been doing.
Yeah, seriously, big, huge shout outs to them. Like so they spent so much time just making sure that the boards would open up in the first week, rather than like 2 weeks like the typical speed game, I'd say. But yeah, they really pushed that hard. They did a good job setting up the rules to be fair and well. And then literally with all the ILs too, on top of the 80% and 100% speedruns, they're spending hours every day just verifying runs, and just insane dedication.
Yeah. Also, shout out to Lunasol. I love this level. It's like the most out of place level for a Final World, but it's really good. I love the music here.
Another one of the levels that I think is very, very cool design, where you just get to flip the level around by pressing these buttons.
Yeah, it also leads to a really cool skip that we're gonna see here coming up.
There's a lot of nice little skips here, just in general too.
Yeah.
It's too bad we don't get to play more of this level in any percent, because playing it in 100% has been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That's fair. Right here, we're gonna do a nice little skip here to just barely hover up here. Nice. I don't think I have run speed, so maybe I won't hit this here.
This one's
I don't have run speed. Alright. Where is my camera? Excuse me. Okay, that's fine.
Oh, no.
More money from Beta. Let's go.
Yeah.
And me. I can't.
I was gonna
just-
say you say that like you're not donating as well.
What? No, I'm definitely. I actually am good. Don't worry. Do not worry, everybody. I'm not lying to you. Also, that jump right there is what I was talking about.
Very cool. You can use the way the level rotates and the way that you can hover immediately afterwards to actually skip having to jump up on some levitating platforms, and you can just land right up there, right next to the bot that we want.
Alright, and right here we're just gonna kill these guys, get one more bot, and then dip. Bye, Lunasola. You left as soon as you came by. Alright, so coming up is Frozen
Another
Meal.
fast stage.
Frozen Meal's a terrifying level when you're on Get Face.
I've had an interesting love-hate relationship with Frozen Meal. It used to be one of my hatest, and now it's one of my most favorite levels.
Yeah.
There
a lot of
is-
fun movement with the ice mechanics, but it's
Yes.
also got a lot of room for errors.
Yeah, so we're gonna do two specific jumps here where we need, first of all, running speed. Second of all, we need to jump on a very tiny part of the fence. We need to jump on the specific pole part. So we have to do that twice.
It's important to note here that he uses the snow on the fence right here to get that extra height. If you hover on the snow, it breaks the snow, and then you make it
A little bit
either
harder on yourself.
it either makes it more harder or impossible.
You can still get it without it, but it definitely makes it harder.
I feel like on one of them it was impossible, but
Maybe.
Yeah.
I know on that one it's possible still.
yeah.
Alright. But also good music again, just like good snowy music. This really hits me because I'm Canadian, so you know, snowy in Canada. Funny.
Well, you mind if I cut in really quickly?
Go for it, yeah.
Because heads up, we've just seen a massive surge in getting to the Master Challenge.
Oh.
We are now, oh gosh, I have to do math on stream.
Oh, no. Whip out the calculator.
$654.
Whoa.
Yeah, we're 3/4 of the way there.
Oh, chat, we can
Like,
do,
first off,
Man,
chat,
nice.
thank you so much.
we can do that. We have like 20 minutes.
Oh, boy.
25-ish minutes. You guys got this.
Yeah. I did want to give a quick thank you to the Sound Defense who donated $100, who says, everyone please donate to see Grandmaster Galaxy. I mean Champions Road. I mean Darker Side. I mean Badge Marathon.
We're gonna get
I mean Great Master Challenge. Thank you so much. And again, when you donate, make sure you're putting your donation towards the the Master Challenge incentive. Click the right button. We want to see this happen. Keep making me do math.
Thank you,
Nailed that.
everyone.
Yes.
That's so that was the other full skip we did there to just barely skip having to defeat that enemy, and there we go. That's both of them. There's another one you can do here. I don't like going for this one. I just like taking it as safe, and by safe I mean I'm still gonna be playing very close to these missiles here. Don't worry about it.
Missiles, man, they hunt you down.
Yeah, if you make any slip up there, slip up. It's ice. You die. So. I'm funny. I'll be here all night, and by all night, I mean literally the next like 25 minutes, and then I'm out of here. Well, maybe 35 if you get those donations in fast enough.
So many skips in this game that we have found jump-wise are the smallest piece of geometry or something that you can hop on. It gives you just enough height to make jumps otherwise impossible.
Yeah, and right here we're gonna go ahead and kill these guys so they're not in our way. We're gonna build a snowball. Not a snowman, we're gonna build a snowball.
Aww.
Do you want to build a?
That's copyright. Let's not. That's why I didn't say it.
He was gonna say snowball.
Okay, do you want to build a snow? Can you get in? Okay, thank you. Shout out to Naku. I don't know how he does it, but sometimes he'll just like only take out 2 blocks from that high school wall. I don't know how he does it. He's so specific with it, and I always get impressed.
Yeah, he was huge and instrumental in the development of this run before he moved on to Echoes of Wisdom, where he is being top runner there as well.
Yeah, he currently has any percent record, as far as I remember. I think he still does.
An absolute Chad.
Alright, so speaking of good morals, and this one's actually real, make sure to clean out the beach, everyone. Do not throw your trash in the water. Like, look at this over here. Look at how gross that is. We're gonna get rid of that.
I love this level so much. We need more
Okay,
levels
look,
that
that's,
have this kind of
I gotta
attitude.
call some people out. We were talking about calling out people. I'm gonna call out some of the top runners who take this level out. You are doing a disservice
Hey,
to the ocean.
We will pick up the plastic.
Wait, excuse me? I did it too fast. That's my bad. I'm a speedrunner. There we go.
As he mentioned, some of the runners do not run this level. There are definitely some options with the routing in its current state, and so there are some deviations that runners take that don't really have too much difference that we can tell right now, so it's kind of a personal preference on what levels you enjoy or what bots you prefer to go for.
Yeah. Alright, right here we're gonna go ahead and clean up the terrain as well. Nice, get that last one, and do our good old thing once we're done these special levels. Let's get out of here.
While you're getting out of there, chat's making me do math.
Go. Oh, you got some more donuts? I'm down to hear it.
I've got a $123.45 donation
Yo, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Who says more math on stream, more math on stream.
Chad, can you guys count to 5?
Oh, I mean, it's not midnight for me yet, but oh boy. So with that, and actually a $50 donation from Biddy6501 with a, I heard there was an incentive to be met and for a great cause. You are absolutely right. Thank you both for that. Doing the math, and I'm old school, I go pen and paper. We are at, oh boy, $480.55 left to get that master challenge. We are
so close.
80% of the way there, gamers.
You guys know how to bring it down to the wire.
Donate. Let's do this. We do not have much time left.
Chad, I believe in you. You got this.
You can do it, Chad.
Alright, so this level is Orbital Assault. This is a very cool level, but it's also very easy to die on, so... excuse me, can you grab that? Thank you, Astro. Alright.
We have a little sub area here, but that you normally have to like figure out. But we can just go straight for the hold here and then just get the magnet instead of pressing those buttons at all, and use the chicken to go up here instead of using the anti-gravity. So it's a pretty fast sub area.
Yeah, very quick. We're gonna be getting all 7 bots here, and then after this, that's the 200 bots that we need. This is gonna be the last level that we could elect bots in.
Yeah.
Aside from the boss fight, but that's obvious.
Unlike the previous nebulas that we've been in, this is a little bit unique in where after you have the first split of levels, this one actually has a second split of levels. But again, you only need to complete one of the two. And for a little while in the early developments of this routing, there was a little bit of debate on whether to run this one or the other one. But this one is the one that ended up making it.
Yeah, it also helps that this one we get all 7 of the bots. The other one, Cannon Brawl, it is a cooler looking level in my opinion in terms of the skips that we do, but it doesn't have as many fast bots in it. They're longer.
Yeah, the main thing that helped us convince us to really push for Orbital instead of Cannon Brawl was the boss fight at the end. The fact that there's a way to just finish off the boss fight in Orbital really fast, but in Cannon Brawl you have to sit through all the animations. There's no way to make it go faster or skip it. But yeah, you'll see King here in about a minute. He's gonna go instantly for once the boss comes close to the center for the first time, you can instantly rocket boost into it before it even drops enemies or anything. And it's very, very satisfying. The boss normally takes a minute. You can get it over with in 10 seconds.
Yeah, it is the fastest side boss.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing a quick kill and hopefully getting all 3 of the hits fast. Also, shout out to the SSD Speedway soundtrack here.
Oh, it's such a banger.
The soundtrack.
Another recycled song, but it's still revamped and just as good.
Yeah.
Definitely in my top 3 songs in this game.
Alright, so we're coming up to the boss up here, and like we said, we're just going to, I'm going to do very specific timing here to get the hits as soon as they're readily available. So hopefully this should look really fast. Anyone can get the chance to attack here. Nice. There's 1. There's 2. And the last one. There's 3. Nice. Awesome.
Nice. Good job.
Very clean.
Looks like we verified you can count to 3.
I can do it. I did it, Chad. You guys can count. I can count. Look, we all passed grade 1. I'm just saying. Just kidding. I didn't. I'm actually still there. So
That's why King has 3 4s in his name.
that is true. 3, 4. There you go. Someone asked me one time where my name came from. It was my school login, so I'm one of those people. It's at least better than like your Xbox gamer tag, but you know.
This is always a satisfying part because this is the moment where we've gotten the 200 bots. Like, I remember the first week or two, a lot of runners would often get like a few extra bots just to make sure that they didn't forget one or anything, but it's always nice seeing the route come together perfectly at the exact 200 bots. Every time at this point, so we don't have to do any more extra routing now. From this point to the end of the game, it's about just going as fast as possible through the levels, which still takes a pretty big amount of time. We have a boss fight here, which you know, with the boss fights, can't just like all the others, there's not much that we can do to really speed up the phases too much, except with little death abuses here and there. But even that,
your wallet.
Yeah. You want to save time? Pay $5. That's all it takes.
Pay to win.
Yeah. But yeah, we have Falcon McFly here. 3 phases like most bosses here. You gotta kill enemies. And then the beak here, when it comes down, most people let the beak hit them for a few seconds before they let go of the ability to unball yourself. But
that's a term. Unballing yourself? I've never heard that one before.
He's anti-balling, or I don't know.
I know, it's just such a weird way to word it. And we're gonna jump off here. Oh my god, $5. There it is.
Oh. My heart.
My wallet. It's gone.
Well, I mean, while you're throwing money towards that fantastic cause of direct relief, mind if I cut in here with some? All right.
Yes,
so again, y'all are making me do mental math. But
more?
we are still $405.55 away. We are grooving, but we need to hit it soon. We are coming at 2 hours. We had $25 from Tea Tree, who says in all caps at my time 11:19 at night, no incentive left behind! Exclamation point. I agree. We also have a $50 anonymous donation with no comment. Still awesome. Thank you so much. $100 anonymous donation with Master Challenge, please.
No. That's a 2-minute time loss.
I'm okay with a 2-minute time loss.
I was gonna say you're buying time.
Chat, that means you type exclamation point donate in the chat. We are coming up to the final bot down, and that's the closest I can get to make it legally distinct.
I was kind of worried about that happening because I last night said, guys, I've never died on this. I'm gonna go for both of the intentional deaths because I've never died on this. And I died on this.
Every speedrunner's last words. I've never had this happen.
That is a little rough because that's gonna be more money that we gotta donate, Peter.
Yeah.
I was a little worried about that. At least it didn't happen in Lizard or Mecha Leon because I would have lost a lot more. I'm not gonna go for the other one here, but it's.
This is definitely the more. I'm sorry, I'm at a loss of words of what to say, but it's more just lenient with doesn't lose as much time. Yeah,
I'm gonna opt to not go for it this time. Just keep my extra hit because that kind of worried me. But that's okay.
Yep.
It happens. Anyhow, while we're going through this, would you like to read another donation?
Awesome. We have $10 from Mindless Bit, who says, I was shocked when Astro Bot had a bot from Incredible Crisis. That was such a weird and fun game. I agree. Again, chat, I haven't done mental math in this short amount of time. I want to do mental math. I want to see this Master Challenge. We need to hit this donation incentive. We are running out of time and running out of time fast. I know we can do it. I know you can do it. let's get those donations in for direct relief, friends.
And there we go. Hey, B-Dub, I know you might like this series and all. Would you like to care to maybe mention what series this is from? I'm not sure. You might be a little bit of a fan.
What I'm trying to get a good look at what that is. Oh, it's only Horizon.
Oh, wait, but isn't that tomorrow morning?
No. Okay. We're doing Horizon runs now.
No.
Yeah, I'm a big Horizon runner. I'm gonna be doing a Horizon run tomorrow morning, so it's really nice seeing a Horizon level being showcased as a special level here, as one of the 5 special levels that can be shown in this that the Team Asabi decided to put into this game. So, and I might add to that I love that it's playing off of Forbidden West aesthetic instead of Zero Dawn. Most other games that reference Horizon reference Zero Dawn, but yeah, it's good to see some Forbidden West references now, especially with Slitherfangs and just the outfit Aloy's wearing. It's great. I love it.
Yeah, and because of the fact that we died on Falcon McFly, I think I'm not gonna go for the Skip Those Sound. There was a Skip Those Sound very recently called Blunderjaw Skip, but it's basically another Hyro skip, and because I've died a little bit more than I wanted to in this run, we're gonna not go for that. Because I'm not consistent at it at all. I was gonna go for it if, we had some, maybe we didn't donate enough, but we've had, what, like 10 deaths, I think? I think my wallet will thank me for not going for a skip. I'm not consistent at it.
Yeah. I'm trying my hardest to convince everyone to call it Blundy Skip. I'm on a mission.
I like calling it Blunderless. I think that's funny.
Yeah. Anything but Blunderjaw Skip I'm happy with. That's just a mouthful.
I love how the bow works in this. So using the motion controls, the sensitivity is so low when you're not using motion controls, so it is optimal to use the motion controls to aim the bow. King did some good aiming there on those Slitherfangs, and oh my god, what is that? It's not a Thunderjaw, it's a Blunderjaw.
Blunderjaw.
Alright, so right here, it's basically like an on-rail shooter that we have to do. More time for some donations here.
Sure, we have $25 from Remember Me Never, nice name. The comment, the Master Challenge walled me for 3 days. I want to see it beaten fast. I do too, chat. I agree.
Do that for a total of however many more dollars we need.
Yes. We are, oh no, I had it all figured out and then somebody donated.
Oh no.
Mental math, carry the five. $350.55. We are 85% of the way there. But again,
close.
Our time is running short, friends. I want to see that donation incentive hit now. Let's get this bot rush going.
We're so close, chat. You guys got this. 350 left and maybe 12 more minutes left in the run because of that death. Look, you can't say I didn't give you more time. I gave you 2 more minutes. You gotta take advantage of that. All right.
Right.
But yeah, coming up here is where Blunderless would have been, where you basically skip this upcoming cutscene. But one, I am not good at it. I think I've gotten a total of 3 times since it was known that you could do this, and 2, I don't know where to shoot afterwards. I suck so much at shooting when I'm close to it, so I don't think shooting when I'm far from it is any better.
Yeah, just to give a really quick visual kind of representation of it, it's similar to Hyro, where you ledge grab kind of the edge of that bridge that was destroyed there by the Blunderjaw, and then going over to the next island and just shooting the canister at the end, and once you shoot the canister right here, it'll bring up a cutscene a second later. It doesn't matter how close you are, really.
That was a little annoying. I just couldn't hit it. But we're good. I think we're still on pace to get a 217, which, considering the 2-minute time loss and all the deaths we've had, I will happily take this for a run.
You've been
and I will happily take over the fact that we are $300 away.
Let's go, Twitch
Let's
chat.
hit this chat.
Chad, if you get
Exclamation point
300
donate. Let's go.
Oh, sorry, I almost stole your job from you. Chad, if we get 300
Oh,
more
go for it.
if we get 300 more dollars, you're also reaching 7,000. Oh my god!
Did we do it?
Over. Yeah, we did. We just did it. Okay, you call my bluff, Chad. You call my bluff. All right, I guess we're doing it. Who did that? Can I ask?
Very nice.
What?
Someone just jumped up to 7,000. Who did that?
Oh, it's been we had I've really out of words. We had, let's see here, $25 from Musical Daredevil, who says I have a couple of family friends who live in the area affected by Hurricane Helene. We lost contact with them for a couple days, but they finally got a message out. Thank you, GDQ and Direct Relief, for helping my friends' communities and so many others. Thank you, Musical Daredevil, and I am so happy to hear that your family friends are doing good and they're able to get through safely. So thank you for sharing that.
Also, to point out why I had that random jump scare, I'm sorry in advance, but I was going to say if you get $300 more in, we get that incentive met, but we also reached 7,000, and then I looked at the stream that I have pulled up, and we just jumped up to 7,000. So I
see the mistake.
Out of my mouth.
It's easy to mistake that. But yeah, Chad, we're almost done. Like, only like 7 more minutes for you to get that in. Like, come on, you've been watching speedruns so much on this channel. It's time for you to speedrun some of those donations. Get them in quickly.
Yeah,
you don't have much time left.
In the final split of the run. Granted, it's a 10-minute split, but
don't tell them that.
Oh,
it's gonna end like right now.
True. Sorry, yeah. Actually, get ready on time. And no.
Yeah.
World record! Wow, crazy! 209. How does he do it?
Well, we're at 2219 out of 2,500.
We're getting there.
We are getting there, chat. Let's make this final push. Again, exclamation point donate. Put your incentive to the Master Challenge. We have no time. This needs to get met right now.
We got this, chat. Like, you want to see me do that one last level. Come on, we loved Astro Bot too much here to stop playing it.
So we are heading into the final level now. Pressing that button is kind of like the point of no return for this game. So we're gonna go through, and it's gonna be kind of like this auto-scrolling type phase, but it's not all auto-scroller. There is like 4 or 5 different parts in this next level where you can actually speed it up by killing some of the enemies faster, but a big portion of it is kind of auto-scrolly, but it is like this sequence just in general from a casual perspective is so cool. But yeah, it is a little bit slower from the speedrunning perspective, unfortunately.
Yeah, this first phase we honestly don't have too much going on, so go for it.
Hey, King, I have a question for you.
Yeah, what's up?
So you've been practicing Master Challenge, right?
I think once in the last day.
Well, you think you can do it right now? Because you're going to be doing the Master Challenge.
Let's go. Let's
Yeah, you know how to pull it down to the wire, I swear.
Thank you.
I like to keep things interesting.
Give yourselves a round of applause. That was so amazing and so generous. Thank you so much for that.
Absolutely.
We are getting more Astro Bot. Let's go.
For chat.
Awesome.
Look, I commend you. You pulled it very close, but we're doing it. I see your $2,500, and I will raise you a final challenge level. Okay, we're all about gambling here, apparently. All right, and as we go on throughout this area, if you would like to read off some donations before we finish off.
Well, we are, as some of those donations are coming because it jumped. We have $7 from Chance. So speaking of gambling there, so Chance says, thanks to GDQ for brightening a dark time. Shout out to all the volunteers and tech team that makes events like this happen. And on such short notice, less than 3. Thank you so much, Chance. Also, we had, again with the math, chat, I love you. $349.55 from Anonymous, who says, only $1 left to go. Who is the one to push us over? Master Challenge, let's go!
That's really funny.
Somebody else did the math for you.
One more, guys. We got this.
Yes, a long-time watcher, first-time donator, yada, yada. You know how it is. All the help they need. Thank you so much, Anonymous. Thank you again, everybody. You are so kind and generous.
And thank you not only the big donations, but also everybody who did like a $5 donation telling us your favorite bot, because that all added up. Thank you so much, guys.
Absolutely.
Oh, what? Okay, that's
powering
unfortunate.
numbers.
That was slow.
That's one of the spots that you can make it go faster on the PSP.
Yeah,
console.
you have to shoot off the enemy. Same thing with here, the PlayStation 3 console is actually going to show up here. And there's going to be some enemy spawning. There's 2 points where you can actually shoot the enemies off with the shift, though, which is right at the very beginning, and then right when our camera angles down. So I did not get that many. That actually really sucks.
That was really rough.
But that's okay. I'll just clear them off here. There we go. It's not too much of a time loss. It loses like maybe a second, but if you can clear them all off beforehand, it's obviously faster.
At this time, there's no current way to skip this PlayStation 3. Then again, why would you?
Why would you? You're standing on a flat,
amazing
a
console.
fat PS3. Like it's the best PS3.
Glorious.
I always like shouting him out. Mystic Ryan is one of my favorite YouTubers of PlayStation stuff, and he did a full Platinum Trophy playthrough video of this game, and he loves the PS3, and so when he got to that part, he's like, I'm fighting on the PlayStation 3. Guys. And so coming up, we have the final boss, which is I donated earlier, Space Bully and Nebulax, and he told me to tour out, so I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, so there's a few things about this boss. Things get a little bit more interesting. It'll be pretty fast, but basically there's going to be 3 cycles that Space Bully Nebulax is going to be able to spin, and we're going to like throw a dart at the board to decide what ability we get and how, and he's going to go through like an attack phase. The cycles do change time, so some of them are faster than the others. Typically, we want to get the dog, the monkey, and the magnet. Those are around 25 to 30 seconds. And then the frogs are next at like 35 seconds. Then the balloon is something that you definitely want to avoid because that's like an extra 50 seconds, something like that.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, so here, I always have a timing there to get the dog first try, so there we go. And yeah, like it's up to, apparently Monkey is faster than Magnet. I'm probably gonna go for Magnet just because it's more consistent than Monkey.
Yeah, it's there is some RNG to Monkey and Magnet. Usually they're still faster even if you have bad RNG, but it is a little annoying if you have like a good split time that has a good Magnet RNG. But the Monkey would utilize trying to pick up the metal balls that the bully's throwing as they're coming down. But yeah.
Yeah, as long as we don't get the balloon power, that's all that matters. So any of them's fine, really. There we go, Frog. That's the other fast one. Nice. And you can time this, but I usually like you can time it for when you pick up the stone that they give you. But I usually just wait for one more full rotation so I get exactly what I want. And then last one we're going to aim for. So the last one, he's actually going to be a little tricky here, and he's going to forward it, like pretend like he's not doing anything, but he's going to move it forward one more to the left of the one that we actually land on. So yeah, we're gonna try to aim for. We're actually gonna try to aim for the balloon this time, because the next one after is Magnet. But we also don't want to go too early because we don't want to land on the skull.
I guess to add some extra things to talk about here at the end, we are ending time after the final blow of the boss, but there has been some debate on when to. Man, you ended up doing that very close.
Yeah, a little bit. That would have been bad.
But yeah, the final timings, we finish on the final blow of the enemy. There's been some debate whether they're like the playable credits should be
That's a
a part of the speedrun or not. But we ended up putting a community vote in the first week of the game being out, and the majority thought it would be better for the speedrun's sake to stop it at the final blow. Which, for context, there's basically 3 minutes of cutscenes of spoiler alerts of putting back together Astro Bots after the devastating ending that happens here, and then the credits take like 4 minutes to go through, and the credits are very lenient on the checkpoints, so it's like hard to lose any time on there. We wanted the run to feel like a celebration when it ended, and that celebration felt best when you do the final blow here. But yeah,
Also, get ready on time. Time's coming up very soon here.
about 10 seconds.
And time.
GG.
2:17:55. Honestly, I'll take a 2:17 for what happened this run. I think that's like
Absolutely.
11 deaths, so me and B-Dud are donating like $55 or something. So hey, I'm not anything if I'm not generous to the cause. You know, I could have died only 5 times. Added some extra in there. I got you guys. Don't worry.
GMC's not done yet.
I'll add the.
That is true.
yeah.
Actually, was anybody keeping track of how much we specifically hit for deaths?
Yeah, well, I had 11 too.
Okay,
Yeah, so I think that's right. But
sounds
yeah,
good.
anyone, fact check us
But we
if we're
still
wrong.
have Grandmaster Challenge. Also, can we get an 07 in chat for Astro Bot? He's dead, and we're never going to see him again.
Yeah, can we just spend a second real fast just talking about how devastating this ending was? Like, oh my god, for a little positive platformer game like this, that ending did not have to go as hard
He
as
never
it
comes
did.
back, by the way. There's no happy ending. No, I'm kidding. There's actually a happy ending, but you're going to have to buy the game to see that. Because y'all donated for this. You guys know how to cut it down to the wire. It's time to show off the Great Master Challenge. Let's do it.
Woo!
Let's
So-
do it!
Let's talk.
Would you like to hear? Would you like
Let's
to hear a
go.
happy donation before we get things started?
Yes, please, before I start
All
crying
right.
from death. From
Well,
death.
well, the Gonzo Spider donated $10 with the comment of, "I just beat the Master Challenge today with my daughter.
Nice.
I would love to see a pro or how a pro does it. So yay!
I will try not
That's
to die.
Thank you.
Even the pros die, don't worry.
Even I died a few times in practice. I'm just gonna say it right now. This level is difficult. So let's explain what this is. This is on a completed file that hasn't beat the final boss, which is why that's still up there. This has every bot and every puzzle piece in the game. Once you collect all of those, you get one final hard level. And that is what we are going to be doing here. And I see that we actually have a timer for that, so that's pretty cool. We will go over that estimate if I die more than once, so that's gonna be fun. Alright, so I guess we'll go ahead and start time for this. Like I said, this is a very difficult level. There are challenge levels throughout this game, and this is the hardest of the hardest. So a lot of people said that it took them like an hour, like 40-something tries. So let's see if we can get a first try. That'd be pretty hype. So let's go ahead and start in 3, 2, 1, and go.
Good luck.
Good luck.
All right,
Good
luck.
I'm gonna not talk during this.
No, absolutely. It's a tough level.
It
We have to
is.
run this in a 100% category, and I have definitely been dying on it lately still, so no matter how much you practice it, the most random stuff will kill you.
Yeah, there's been a few, like all the button challenges in this game have been like really difficult, but I think a lot of people kind of like the fact that they did go the extra mile to add these difficult levels. I know some people would curse over like the splashing level and the 2 to B levels.
Those are very
those were
difficult.
something.
But yeah, it's this last challenge here really does test you on all limits, and it's really good. It's yeah.
Aggressive already.
Yeah.
We're just all
Getting lost in his gameplay.
yeah, our mouths are wide open,
Those-
just shocked.
Those glooper enemies are notorious for sniping you whenever you least expect it, and it happens at this level all the time.
And say it with me, Chad. Say it out loud. X. Triangle.
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 Square.
It fits in the
And
square
last but
hole.
not least, circle.
Circle.
First try, baby.
First try. Let's go.
Hey, yo,
I
let's
almost
go.
lost it at the squirrel hole reference.
Very nice. Who's that Pokemon? It's
I had to do
Circle. All right, and here is our
Your
prize,
reward.
Mr. Onion Boy over here.
Yeah.
And time.
Master
There you
Onion.
go.
GG.
Very nicely done.
I'm
First
glad I didn't
try.
die on that. Okay, that makes up for the Falcon McFly death. I'm just saying. Okay, I proved
Yeah.
my skill. All right. So there you
No,
go.
this challenge is much harder than King just made it look. It was very well done.
Yeah, he did an
That
awesome
was
job.
amazing.
And it leads for a very fitting ending here. A nice little celebration. But yeah, with that was Astro Bot. I'm very honored that I got to show this off for its first ever showing on any marathon channel at all, let alone GDQ. Thank you so much for accepting this and having me on. Again, my Twitch is KingJO444. I have a 214 in this category. I'm currently going for lower. And I also submitted this to AGDQ, so let's keep our fingers crossed when November 1st hits that we see that on the schedule as well. That'd be very exciting to do in person. Other than that, I'd like to shout out all of my commentators, my awesome commentators. You guys did great. B-Dud, Cryo, and Neil. Thank you guys so much for joining me.
Thank you for having us.
Of course.
Yeah,
And
it was fun.
lastly, I just got to shout out the entire Astro server. Joining this community was so much fun. And like everybody that I've met in here is like just awesome in general. People who are new to the series, people who ran Astro's Playroom in the past. We have so many different communities that kind of like connected in here. Like we have Vita being like a PlayStation series runner with like Horizon, God of War. You got me with like Mario and Celeste and Splatoon. You got Moxie with Splatoon. You got Klonoa runners. You got like a bunch of different series of runners. You got Zelda runners. It's just a really awesome community. If you want to learn Playroom or Astro Bot, definitely join the Discords. It's on the speedrun.com pages. And yeah, are there any other shoutouts I missed that you guys want to let out of here?
I think you covered mostly everything. Just
Well,
another
actually, shout out
to
to
the
Twitch chat.
mods.
Yeah.
Shout out to Twitch chat and
Yeah.
shout out to the donators who made our incentive get met. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
And then one more thing, just again to the mods, especially for this first month of the runs going up, like so much work has been put into it, and I really appreciate all of it. So thank you for making these runs in the leaderboards as great as they are.
Absolutely. Thank you again to everybody that donated for the cause. It's incredible what all you are able to do for everything.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But yeah, that's it for me. My good friend Osborne's on next, so enjoy Light Matter, guys. I'm excited for that run.